The following is a special presentation from the Mountain Coast Network. Georgia Highlands College presents Paulding County Patriot football on the World Wide Web through Mixlr.com. Live coverage of Paulding County Patriot games on the Mountain Coast Network is brought to you in part by Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab, Logical Systems, your East Rome and Armuchee McDonald's, First Bank Mortgage, Georgia Northwestern Technical College, Georgia Power, and Automax. Now, let's go live to the stadium for tonight's game with the voices of Paulding County football, Steve Turrentine and Logan Maddox.
And welcome into Dave Hardin Stadium for the final time here in 2021 on the Paulding County Patriots football game of the week on the Mountain Coast Network. I'm Logan Maddox. Alongside me is Steve Turrentine, getting set for a big Region 5 6A showdown between the Paulding County Patriots and the 6th-ranked Rome Wolves. A big test awaiting the Patriots tonight here at home, Steve, and it's reason to celebrate before the game. You got senior night going on, a lot of festivities. Should be a fun game. It's going to be a fun night.
Absolutely, and it's always good when you can recognize the seniors and the contributions they've made through your program. Through the not just high school, but also through middle school and how they filtered in. And so, it's always a special night. And when you're playing a team that is as good as Rome and ranked, it always kind of you prepare a little differently. You go into it a little differently. Then when you add to it, it's the last game of the season for Paulding County. A lot of things are stacking up to possibly be a good night for us.
Well, before we even really look into this broadcast, Steve, of course, we want to shout out all the seniors here on senior night. Just a few of the seniors, naming them in order, by their number on their jersey. Jalen Gandy, a senior defensive back. Also Mason Barker, another senior for the Patriots. Braden Malton, the senior quarterback. And, just a guy that's meant so much to this program. A great kid. And he's actually being escorted out right now as we mentioned his name. Braden Malton, another senior. Bryce Wardlaw and Clay Walters, two senior special teams players that have done a great job this season. Musa Sanyang, another senior defensive lineman for the Patriots. Damian Pitch, a senior for Paulding County. Tony Palmer, starting offensive lineman, another senior. Alongside him is going to be Jacob Smith, another starting offensive lineman for the Patriots. Dylan Brown, a senior for Paulding County. Also the starting right tackle and homecoming king this year, Christian White, another senior getting honored tonight. And finally, the last two seniors for Paulding County, Kareem Richardson and Aaron Kelly. A great group, Steve. Not a huge senior class by 6A standards, but some guys that have really put in the work and have played the game the right way. And we're going to have a chance to hear from, Coach Spence here in a bit about this senior class. You can't really measure all they've done for this program just by wins and losses.
Well, it's like you're saying. It's kind of one of those, the quantity may not be there as you would expect for a class 6A school, but the quality is there. They're important players. They're important kids. They've meant a lot to the program. And you've got a lot of legacy kids, too, when you're looking at there. We're talking about Clay Walters, and I'm sure there's others, but we know specifically Clay Walters, Braden, Malden, both have had siblings come through, and parents have even come through in some cases. And so, it's a neat time when you have a community like this that's coming together and celebrating the seniors and their accomplishments.
It certainly is. And, once again, just want to talk about the great legacy these kids are leaving behind. You look at how many games they've won and know maybe it's not going to be as much as a powerhouse program, but these guys have come out, they've given their all to Paulding County football, and they're good kids, they're good athletes, good students, and of course we wish them the best of luck, moving forward, Steve. But you got 48 minutes left. You got a big game here tonight. You have literally nothing to lose, so we'll see if Paulding County can play spoiler. But Steve, not going to be easy this evening against one of the best teams in the state.
Absolutely, a very, very good Rome High Wolves football team. Very solid on both sides of the ball. special teams as well. They've had that one loss, but other than that, they've played extremely well. They definitely have Paulding County definitely has a tough task in front of them, but we've seen them all year, and we've watched them hang with some really, really good teams. And so nothing will surprise me. I know Coach Spence has them ready. I know the seniors, we were fortunate enough to be able to kind of go into the field house today, and they've seemed real loose and ready to play. And I want to mention, too, not only are they, and I think you mentioned it, but just want to re-emphasize that they're not only recognizing the football team, but also the cheerleaders and the band, and getting to hear a lot of those. I caught myself a lot of times saying, "Oh wow," "Oh that sounds awesome." Their plans and
talking
and that
about
kind
kids,
of thing.
wanting to be engineers and going to Georgia Tech or West Point or Howard, some great institutions across the country. So big plans here for the class of 2022 here at Paulding County High School for the football players, the band members, and the cheerleaders as well. But, Steve, as we sit here looking ahead to this matchup, you got Paulding County, you got Rome, two schools that are separated by about 50 minutes, of a drive down Highway 27 and Highway 278. This is the 14th meeting all time between the Patriots and the Wolves, and all 13 of the previous meetings have went in favor of Rome. They've won all 13. The closest game wasn't all that close either. You look back, it was in 2009, and Paulding County fell 29-14 here at home. That was when Paulding County was coached by Rick Sauls and Rome was coached by Sid Fritz, so it's been a while since they even had a close game. Rome won the first game way back in 2002. They won 31-8. And they've really never come close to losing, Steve. Paulding County's always fallen hard. They've lost, they're 0-6 here at home. They're 0-7 at Rome. But if there was ever going to be a night, you get the mood that Paulding County's feeling. Why not us? Why not right now?
Well, Paulding County's one of those teams, and we saw last week with Dalton. Dalton kind of falls into that same category. Is you just can't in a lot of conferences when you're playing one of the two teams that are at the bottom of the region, you're kind of, you can relax a little bit. You kind of know how it's going to go. They're maybe not as good, but Paulding County is one of those teams that you cannot take for granted. You've got to come ready to play because they're good enough to beat you. It's just a matter of putting things together and holding on to the ball, making sure that they don't have turnovers and costly penalties and those kind of things. But they can definitely win. And so, you can't take them for granted. You can't overlook them. You got to come ready to play.
The final ride for the seniors here at Dave Hardin Stadium, Steve, and we've got a fun matchup ahead. Also, something we're tracking is two great coaching staffs. We'll start out with Rome, coached by head coach John Reed. He's in his 7th year here leading the Wolves. He served before coming to Rome as a head coach in the states of Indiana and Tennessee, as well as here in Georgia. If I'm not mistaken, he was at East Paulding. He's won everywhere he's been. He won 2 state titles at Alcoa High School in Tennessee. He came to Rome in 2015, and since then he's accumulated a 73-16 record. It's been total domination. They've done a great job against any opponent in any class. They started out in 5A, won back-to-back state titles in 2016, 2017, won 3 straight region titles from 16 to 18, moved up to 6A, Steve, and really haven't missed a beat. They've been phenomenal.
Now, Coach Reed does such a good job of getting them prepared and has a real good handle of how to relate to kids and how to deal with them. And kids just like playing for him, and they play hard for him. And so he seems to always do well. And I think it's not by luck or by chance. He does the work. He puts in the work, much like Coach Spence does. And it's tough. High school football coach is a tough gig at times, and a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of heart, a lot of long hours. And but he does such a good job. Kids will be fundamental. They'll be sharp, and he'll have them ready to go too.
Well, as we will continue to look at Coach Reed, he's 5-0 against Paulding County. All 5 of those games have come in the last 5 years here as head coach at Rome. Last season it was a win. You guys, you and Noah were able to see that one. It was 56-27 at Barron Stadium for the Wolves. They took a big victory. One where Paulding County had some success stretching the field with big chunk plays.
Absolutely, but we've seen that all year. We've seen that we've seen them be able to throw just about against anybody. And so, I know that I can't imagine that being much different tonight, but that's going to be one of the game plans is to try to stretch the field, use sideline to sideline, try to get the ball down the field as much as possible. And so, like I said, it's just this is pretty explosive offense for Paulding County, for the Patriots. And I think one of the main focuses is going to be defense. They've got to find ways to make stops. That's been kind of the little bit of the struggles. But the defense, we've also seen them make some amazing stops at big times, such as last week. And so, it's it's one of those things where you're coming in, you've got to fire on all cylinders on both sides of the ball. And we've seen special teams step up and play really well these last few games. So I'm looking forward to a good game tonight.
And also want to definitely commend Coach Umbre Brown.
Absolutely.
The adjustments they made last week defensively. Pitched a shutout there in the second half against Dalton.
Yeah.
We hadn't talked much about it, Steve. What a win it was last week. 23-22, a last-second field goal to knock off the Catamounts.
Absolutely. I mean, it was almost a movie script, It was back and forth and played real well and had some key stops and couldn't get in the end zone and it was just back and forth, and then to have the big play, the big catch that puts them down there in field goal range, and we really could call him Iceman.
Yeah,
Clay Walker steps up and just like another day at the office, and puts it through. And it couldn't happen to a better group of guys, and it couldn't happen to a better coaching staff. And you mentioned Coach Brown. I'll tell you, I've been super impressed with him all year. I just feel like he puts together such a great package against some teams that we've seen now, Logan, that have some. These aren't average offenses that they're facing. I mean, there are guys that having some D1 interest, just like they're going to have tonight. And he's done a really, really good job of preparing them. Him, Coach Spence, and the other coaches have done such a good job of putting the game plans together. And it's high school kids. It's tough to execute sometimes, but the plan's been there.
We'll see if Paulding County can get it done this evening. A big matchup, the 3-6 Patriots hosting one of the best teams in Class 6A, the 7-2 Rome Wolves. We're going to step aside here on the Mountain Coast Network. We'll come back in a moment, and we're going to hear from head coach Van Spence. So don't go anywhere. Keep it right here on the Mountain Coast Network. We'll be back in a moment.
When it comes to college, you don't have to pay more to get more. Georgia Highlands College offers more value at the price you want. More focus on your goals. More preparation for your future. More help navigating your path to success. And with more in-person, remote, and hybrid class options than ever before, you don't have to pay more for the same classes you can get right here at home. Start taking charge of your future and let us show you how to pay less and get more today. Visit highlands.edu. That's highlands.edu.
It doesn't matter if you're a weekend warrior or a star under the local lights. Sometimes it's just not that easy to bounce up and walk it off. That's why Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab is here to keep you healthy on and off the field. Our licensed and certified therapists and trainers provide quality health care designed to get you back on your feet as quickly as possible. And our urgent care offices are conveniently located where you work and play. Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab offers the experience and technology needed to get you back in the game. Find out more at floyd.org.
If another crisis happens, will your job be secure? Find a career path where you are essential. Georgia Northwestern Technical College offers programs of study in business, health, industrial, and public service at 6 convenient campus locations. Take day, evening, or online classes to get your degree, diploma, or certificate. Apply now. Visit us on the web at gntc.edu. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Be essential.
When in Rome, be sure to stop by your Martha Berry Highway or East Rome McDonald's after the game. They're open 24 hours in the lobby and drive-thru to serve you. And remember, they serve fresh, scratch-made buttermilk biscuits and $1.29 any size coffee, hot or iced, along with $1 any size soft drinks and sweet tea. Download the McDonald's app for great deals and earn loyalty and rewards points for every purchase toward free food. Your Martha Berry and East Rome McDonald's are proud supporters of Northwest Georgia's students and athletes.
Welcome back to the Patriots pregame show, broadcasting live on the Mountain Coast Network. I'm your host, Logan Maddox, and I'm joined now by Paulding County head coach Van Spence. We're just a few minutes away from tonight's senior night game and region matchup against Rome. The Patriots and Wolves are just about set to tee it up here at Dave Hardin Stadium. Coach Spence, we've got 48 minutes left in the 2021 season. How do you feel?
Well, I'm excited, Logan, but it's a bittersweet feeling because these seniors have meant so much to me as a person, me as a coach, to our staff, because they're good young men. They've been in the program. Majority of them have been in the program the 4 years in high school, as well as some of them played middle school with us. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to them to kind of finish the race the right way, but I will say there's a spot in my heart that's really, really sad because I won't be practicing or coaching with these young men much longer.
Looking at last week, Coach, the Patriots got over the hump. They gained a huge win over Dalton, 23-22. Clay Walters nailed the game-winning 18-yard field goal as time expired to hand Paulding County the win. What were your thoughts after that huge victory?
Well, I was really proud of our kids' resolve. We went down early. Due to injuries and sickness, we started 2 sophomores and a freshman on defense, and I felt like they found them early. But I was very proud of our kids. They didn't quit competing. We saw our 3 amigos, our 3 receivers, and David, Khalil, and friends there really step up, and, of course, gave Clay the opportunity to win the game. So I was really excited for the kids more than anything. I mean, when you've been on a losing streak and you find a way to win, it's so great for the kids because, it matters. It really matters to them. So I was very proud of them and proud of the outcome.
Well, looking at the defense, they gave up a couple of quick scores and trailed 15-0 in that first quarter. Paulding County was down 22-14 at halftime, then shut out Dalton's high-flying offense in that second half. What was the key to the defense's success there in the second half?
Well, I think, at halftime, Coach Brown sat down with our defensive guys and just said, look, guys, attention to detail, focus. And if you look at some of the big plays they hit is because, as you watch the tape, we were kind of out of area. We were not gap sound. So I think our kids just dialed in and focused in it. I credit our defensive staff for getting those kids right. They always play hard, but sometimes we're just kind of out of sorts. But I think the number one key there, Logan, was the fact that our guys dialed in and focused on their assignments, and they did a great job, especially on that 4th down stop they had in the second half. That was huge.
Well, Coach, the iconic moment in that game, there was less than a minute left, and the Patriots faced a 3rd and 24 out of field goal range, and the big play happened. It was a 43-yard pass from Braden Malden to Khalil Jones that set up the game-winning chip shot field goal. What can you say about the execution of the offense with their backs against the wall last week?
Well, first of all, we as coaches can't put our kids in that situation. We kind of lost our cool for a moment, and I'll take full blame for that. But, it doesn't surprise me when I see Braden Malden deliver a strike to Khalil Jones, and he finishes the play on a tough catch because those young men have put in the work, and they work hard. But I was very proud of that. I was very proud of some other conversions. David Okoye had a big catch. Franzier had quite a few big catches. Our offensive line just steps up. And I know things haven't gone our way every game this season, but our offensive line and pass protection, and I'll put them against anybody. They have done a really nice job protecting Braden this year. But I was proud of those kids. To me, it's par for the course that here we are, a chance to win the game. We converted a 3rd down and 25. But I was just extremely proud of those kids and just proud of our offensive staff and our offensive players.
Well, special teams had a great showing as well. Caden Cordell had great snaps, Malden did a good job as holder, and Clay Walters shined both as a place kicker and as a punter. How did you feel about the special teams performance on Friday night?
We've had some ups and downs in that area, but the young men you mentioned have been consistent all season. And, Clay, in another environment, Clay, might be asked just to kick deep every time. But, that just unfortunately doesn't work for us. So Clay's doing all kinds of stuff in the punt game. He's doing the rugby kick. He's doing the straight-on kick. And I think he averaged about 40 yards kick the other night. But And then you get to the extra point field goal, and, every time we practice that, we do a lot of situational stuff during the week. And I'm always saying, guys, this is for points, And that unit has been solid. And Caden Cordell, that young man is just a 10th grader. And he got thrown to the fire last year as a freshman, and he stepped up. And so just to have an operation that works consistently as Caden, Braden, and Clay do is pretty daggone awesome. So I was so proud of that group because Coach Colton Ballou is our special teams coordinator. He keeps harping on how important special teams are, and, it's always good when it works out in your favor.
Well, Coach, we saw you in the huddle, after the big win, and it was pure elation. What was your message to the team last week after that big victory?
Well, I'll never forget what I told the kids. Of course, winning's hard, and I've been trying to tell our kids that. But when I brought Clay up there with me, it's the fact that I firmly believe that those that work hard and they do right, they get right. And that's Clay. He just shows up, he works. He's a great student. He's a great human being. He does things the right way. And then you go to that whole operation of who was involved on that extra point, the field goal to win the game. You got Braden Malden, you got Caden Cordell. Those young men, fine students, great human beings. They're vital to our community. But those people that do right, they get right. And I'm telling you, that right there was just icing on the cake that those young men contributed to win that game, because that's me, is that if you just consistently work and you consistently do things the right way, good things will happen. So I was really proud of our entire team. But that right there was just so awesome to see our kids happy in week 9.
Well, as we look from last week ahead to this week, what were some of the things that yourself and the coaching staff really focused on in practice?
Well, we know Rome. When I took the job at Paulding County, they said, congratulations, you get to play Rome and Carrollton every year. So that's always fun. But Rome, very physical team, very well coached. Coach Reed does an outstanding job. But, I think our kids are excited about it because, coming off a win, you've got some enthusiasm. So we just focused on being very similar as we talk every week, Logan, being gap sound, do your job defensively because they're going to run power. They're going to utilize their tight end, who is a very good football player. And, of course, their wide receiver, Martell Hyde, is a really talented player. I think he's been offered by Florida. So, we got to do our job and let the chips fall where they may.
Logan Maddox here speaking with Paulding County head coach Van Spence. His team's warming up right now, getting ready for tonight's senior night game and season finale against number 6 Rome. Coach Spence, it seems like every single year the seasons fly by quicker and quicker, but we've got one game left and it's a big one tonight. Your guys are trying to shock the state and knock off one of the best teams in Class 6A. You know what to expect with Rome, but what are your thoughts heading into tonight's game?
Well, I don't know if I can say this on the radio, but we want to empty the clip. We're going to give them all we got. We're going to do everything we can. We have had success in the past throwing the ball against these guys, and Logan, Brady's arm might get tired tonight. We're going to go and we're going to throw everything we got at them. I think we got a great game plan, and we might even have some tricks up our sleeves. But, our kids are excited, and the way it falls, Coach Reed and Rome got a lot to play for tonight. They got a chance to win a region championship. So we're trying to play spoiler. We have nothing to lose. So I think you're going to see an energetic group of young men ready to go shock the state, as you said.
Well, tonight's a senior night game, and it's a theme that we're going to discuss a lot this evening. I had the chance to ask Braden Malden this question last week, but what kind of a legacy do you think this senior class is leaving behind?
I know they're probably going to say, wish we had won some more games, but I think the legacy they're leaving is that you can be a wonderful human being and have success in this game, and that's the most important thing to me. These seniors, I am telling you 100%, these young men show up every day. They work hard. They're respectful to their teammates, all teammates. So I think their legacy is just being great teammates, quality human beings, and guys that, they've had some successes. Might not show up every time on a win-loss, but they've done a lot of great things. So I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this group and how much I'm going to miss them.
Well, Coach, it's always an emotional time when you have your final game as a high school player. Same for the coaches, as you've mentioned. It's no different for these guys. They grew up wanting to be Patriots. They worked their way up the depth chart, and they've given their all to this program. How have the seniors reacted this week, both in the locker room and in practice, knowing that this is their final time suiting up at Dave Hardin Stadium?
Well, I think they haven't really let on to how much it really means to them. I mean, they're who they are. They show up and they work hard, and they lead by example. But I think it'll hit about the time, Mama comes rolling up and they're going to do the senior walk. And but I think they'll be appreciative because I think we've tried our best to be great leaders of them. But I think it really sets in about time when they start introducing them to the fans and they have their moms, their dads, their siblings with them. So they've handled it great this week, like they've done everything in their career. So I think you're going to see some great things from these young men tonight.
And last question, Coach, what will the Patriots have to do to come out on top tonight?
Well, as always, we've got to match Rome's physicality early. And if we can do that, and then we can hit some of our shots that we have, already scripted in, I think this could be a dogfight. I really do. We've got to be solid as solid can be in special teams because Rome does a very nice job on their special teams units. But if we can just not give up the big play early and get our guys thinking, hey, we got this, we can do this, and the clip I showed our kids was Rocky IV when Drago was fighting Rocky. It's probably my favorite movie. And then when Rocky cut Drago in that fight, that's what we got to get to. If we can cut them early and we get our kids believing, hey, he's human, he's not a machine, we can go do this, I think we're going to have a fun ball game.
There you go, Coach. Any final thoughts?
Logan, as always, you guys are doing a great job, and anybody that's not listening, they're missing out because I hear nothing but rave reviews from you and your partner. So thank you, and keep up the good work, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that as well. Thank you for your time also, Coach, and good luck this evening.
Thank you, Logan.
You've been listening to our pregame chat with Patriots head coach Van Spence ahead of tonight's Region 5 6A showdown and senior night game versus Rome. We're going to head to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in a moment with a couple of special guests, so don't go anywhere. Paulding County Patriots football presented by Georgia Highlands College is on the Mountain Coast Network.
Sometimes we forget how easy it is to save energy at home. So Georgia Power is here with a little reminder, because it's often as simple as a twist to switch to LED bulbs, or as easy as a lift to move furniture away from air vents. It could be the flip of a switch to turn off the lights in an empty room. One way or another, these small changes can make a big difference, helping you save energy for the bigger things in life. Visit georgiapower.com/energy efficiency for tips and programs to help save energy and money.
At First Bank Mortgage, we help others get to a better place. Your better place might be a yard for your kids or a bigger home for your growing family. Maybe it's just to refinance your current mortgage. Whatever your better place is, First Bank Mortgage will help you get there. Call 706-232-9458. Voted Best Mortgage Lender 2 years in a row. First Bank Mortgage, 338 West 3rd Street, Rome. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 472433. First Bank Mortgage, helping you get to your better place.
Welcome back to the Patriots pregame show here on the Mountain Coast Network. I'm Logan Maddox, and I'm joined now by Paulding County senior Jacob Smith. He's the starting left tackle, a vital part of this Patriot offensive line, and he also plays on defense. Jacob, we're here at senior night. It's about the last time you'll suit up as a Patriot and lead the rest of that offensive line out there, but you guys have the chance to go out and shock the state this evening. What are your thoughts heading into tonight's game?
Really just want to go out there and compete at the best of our ability, and this overall team goal is just get the dub. That's about it. Just go out there and play, have fun.
Gotcha. Well, Jacob, talking with Coach Spence this year, he's mentioned that you're really a team captain and one of the leaders. What do you think about your role as a captain, and what do you do to try to help out the team?
I really just try to push everybody to the best of their ability, and I just go out there and try to play best as I can to help my team in any way.
Well, you're a 3-year starter on the offensive line here at Paulding County. What does it mean to you to be able to say that you've been a Patriot, and what have you enjoyed the most about it?
It's been great. I wouldn't change Paulding County for nothing. They've just been a great family to me, and couldn't ask for a better school, better team, better coaches, better administration. Just all around great school.
Well, again, Jacob, this is the last game you'll play at Dave Hardin Stadium along with the rest of this very good senior class. What sort of legacy are you and the senior class leaving behind?
Oh, we really just want to be a positive role model on kids. Just hopefully, something like that.
Got you. Well, we've talked about tonight's game. We've talked about your time as a Patriot, but one thing we haven't mentioned yet is your plan for the future. Obviously, you have plenty of time to decide, but what are you planning on doing after you graduate?
I'm hoping to go play college football, and that's the big goal. But education's first, though, so it'll all just play out.
Sounds good. Well, Jake, wherever you decide to attend college and play, just know you'll have a couple of fans from the Mountain Coast Network cheering you on.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, this has been our pregame chat with senior Patriot Jacob Smith ahead of tonight's game against Rome. We're going to take another quick timeout, and when we return, we'll be joined by another special guest, so keep it locked on the Mountain Coast Network.
At Logical Systems, we take the time to ensure your network is tailored to perform at the highest capacity. Whether upgrading your structured cabling or implementing new technology, Logical Systems helps your organization stay on the cutting edge of an ever-evolving market. Give Logical Systems a call today at 706-234-9896 for your network solutions.
When the Shorter Hawks football team hits the road, the Mountain Coast Network broadcast team heads to Automax. Corey Rhodes and his crew have the right vehicle for us to travel across the southeast from the mountains of upstate South Carolina to the Gulf Coast on the Florida Panhandle. Wherever you are headed, Automax has the car, SUV, van, or bus that you need. Call Automax today at 706-291-0600 or visit them online at automaxrental.com/Rome.
And we're back on the Patriots pregame show, broadcasting live on the Mountain Coast Network. Logan Maddox with you, and joining me now is Paulding County senior Clay Walters. Clay is the place kicker, punter, and kickoff specialist for the Patriots this season. Clay, it's almost time for senior night, and it's a big region game against Rome as well. How are you feeling heading into tonight's matchup?
Well, I think coming off of last week's big win against Dalton, the whole team's in high spirits, and it's a tough Rome team, but I really think we're in good standings this week, and I think we have a good chance to pull off an upset.
Clay, you're a guy that's really impressed us this season, not only by your play and how you carry yourself, but also because you have a great story. This is your first year playing high school football. What made you decide to come out for the team this year?
Well, honestly, I've always been a big fan of football, especially at the high school level. The past 3 years, I've always came out and supported all my friends, my guys out there. But this year, I really thought that with Matthew Fry leaving, that I knew we'd need a big kicker, and you got Bryce, but I had to come out and give him a little competition, and I've had a phenomenal time, and this sport's really changed my life.
Well, I know you're a soccer guy, and a standout there, but what's it been like for you being a member of the Paulding County football team this year?
Well, I've always been a soccer guy, and I always will, but just being on the football team, it's you got 11 guys on the soccer field, but you got 100 guys on that sideline with your football, and every single one of those guys is like family now.
Well, Clay, you've been phenomenal this year. You're 9 for 9 on field goals. You're leading 6A in that category, and you've been just about perfect all season long. What do you think has led to this success?
Well, honestly, it's all about consistency. I heard a quote from actually Rodrigo Blankenship one time, and it's his routine is the same every single day, every single morning. He wakes up, he takes a shower at the same time, brushes his teeth, gets in the car, goes to the field, and I really do think that being consistent with everything in life, and especially the kicks, really helped me be perfect.
Looking at last week's game, you nailed an 18-yarder as time expired to win the game. I have to ask, what's going through your mind as Dalton is trying to ice you and as you come out there and attempt the game winner?
Well, honestly, I've always been fine under pressure. I'm the goalie for the soccer team. I'm always alone, always by myself, and it's about as short as a kick as you can get. So I felt great going out there. I felt great about my chances.
Well, it's been a fun year for you, Clay, but tonight's the last high school football game you'll ever play. You're a member of a very strong senior class here at Paulding County. What can you say about this group of seniors, and what legacy are y'all leaving behind?
Well, like you said earlier, this is my first year playing football, but all of these guys out in the senior class I've known my whole high school career, if not before that. I mean, guys like Braden and Jacob, Tony, Bryce. I love these guys with all my heart, and I really think the legacy they've left here is going to be impactful for many years to come.
And then finally, what are your plans after high school, Clay?
Well, I've always wanted to go to college and play sports. It was always soccer for forever, but football's been really big now, and I think that might be the career option to go with. But even after that, I hope to continue educating and possibly become an educator. Got you. Well, any final thoughts, Clay? Well, I think our guys are going to come out the last home game, last game of the season, last high school game for many of us, and I think everybody's going to come out and play their hearts out. Sounds good. Well, we're looking forward to it, Clay. Thanks for taking the time to speak with us, and good luck tonight. All right, thank you. Thank you. This has been our pregame chat with Senior Patriot Clay Walters before tonight's senior night game versus Rome. We'll step aside and come back a little bit closer to kickoff. You're listening to Paulding County Patriots football presented by Georgia Highlands College on the Mountain Coast Network.
At Logical Systems, we take the time to ensure your network is tailored to perform at the highest capacity. Whether upgrading your structured cabling or implementing new technology, Logical Systems helps your organization stay on the cutting edge of an ever-evolving market. Give Logical Systems a call today at 706-234-9896 for your network solutions.
When the Shorter Hawks football team hits the road, the Mountain Coast Network broadcast team heads to Automax. Corey Rhodes and his crew have the right vehicle for us to travel across the southeast from the mountains of upstate South Carolina to the Gulf Coast on the Florida Panhandle. Wherever you are headed, Automax has the car, SUV, van, or bus that you need. Call Automax today at 706-291-0600 or visit them online at automaxrental.com/Rome.
And we are back here at Dave Hardin Stadium on the Mountain Coast Network. I'm Logan Maddox. Alongside me is Steve Turrentine, getting set for a big Region 5 6A match and a senior day game here for Paulding County as they are hosting the Rome Wolves. Team captains meeting at midfield right now, and for Paulding County, it's the entire senior class walking out there. And then as several of them will stand right at the out-of-bounds line, the rest of the team serving as captains. 4 of them will step up. That's going to be Braden Malden walking out there. Alongside him to his left is Clay Walters. To his left is Tony Palmer. And on the far left is Jacob Smith. As for Rome, your team captains, Martell Height, the junior receiver. You've also got the senior running back out there, Bryson Hill. Number 42 out there, Joshua Borowski, the senior defensive back. And then finally, number 64, the senior, Walker Norton. So Paulding County here on senior night, allowing the entire senior class to be out there and stand as team captains. And then four team members walking out there for the coin toss.
It seems really, really fitting to have all of them there as much as they've all.
So something we've not seen much this year. Paulding County won the toss and have elected to receive, so we'll get to see this high-flying Patriot offense to start out.
I think that's a pretty cool call by Coach Spence to kind of set that tone early and to kind of say, hey, we're not. This isn't just an easy game for you guys.
Yeah,
we're going to come out. We're going to take it to you, and we're just going to leave it all out on the field.
They've got a banner here for Paulding County. It says "One last time."
Once a Patriot, always a Patriot.
Yeah, one last time under the lights. Once a Patriot, always a Patriot. Signing off class of 2022. And before this senior class is sent off, the Patriots will have 48 minutes to battle their heart out. Paulding County wearing their home blue unis. It's the navy blue top. It's got the white numbers. They've got the white pants this evening. The white helmet with a blue stripe down the middle, the Paulding County logo on the right side, and their number on the left side. The Rome Wolves, who have made the trek down from Floyd County, they are wearing their road white unis. It's a white top and white pants. The numbers are in red. The pants have a pair of red stripes down the side and also a gold stripe. They've got the golden domes with the Rome Wolves logo on either side. Once again, Paulding County coming in 3-6 on the year. They are 1-5 in region play. Got their first big win in region play on Thursday night. Rome checks in 7-2 overall, 5-1 in region play. Rome's only losses coming to Collins Hill, the number 1 team in 7A, and South Paulding on the road in their first region game. Both teams out there, the kicker just about set to boot it away. Kicker for Rome is going to be number 84. That's Alex Chun, the senior. And returning for Paulding County is Mason Hamilton. He stands at around his own 8-yard line. Just about set to start this one here at Dave Hardin Stadium. It's the 2021 finale, and we are underway. It's a low kick on a few hops. It's going to be fielded at the 20 by Odabimi. Still on the ground, and we'll see who got on it. Rome may have just recovered it. Rome says they have it.
Yeah, Odabimi tried to pick it up. Kind of looked up to see who was coming at him instead of just falling on it.
Odabimi did recover, the officials say, so that one almost disastrous for Paulding County. Odabimi tried to pick it up, and it went right off his fingertips and hit the turf. And thankfully, he was able to fall on it. Bryson Hill almost came through and jumped on it.
Yeah, it was, I tell you, there for a while, it was hard to tell who had it. But like I said, I think Odabimi, he was excited, tried to pick it up, and looked up just a little to kind of see where everybody was. And when he did that, just kind of lost the handle and obviously was able to fall on it just in time.
So Paulding County's offense out there for the first time this evening, and for the last time, the senior Braden Malden out there. He comes in with over 2,100 passing yards, 16 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions this year. Bringing a receiver in motion 4 wide. They're going to pass on first down. They're going to dump it off to the running back in the flat and over his head, and incomplete. That time it was aimed for Khalil Jones. Jones was in the backfield, lined up as a running back.
I think it's kind of one of those wrinkles that Coach Smith was kind of talking about. They're looking like they may line up, do some different formations than they have done in the previous 9 games, and to kind of just give a different look.
They'll come out with triplets to the right, 1 receiver to the left, a pistol formation. The deep back is Gavin Van Dyke. Play action to him. Firing a screen right side for Chardavon. He can't catch it. They'll say it was a forward pass, incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 for Paulding County from their own 23-yard line.
Yeah, that was a big. He had some room there. It may not have been first down room, but he definitely had some room to. And it was a tough throw. They're on the left hash, and they threw that all the way to the right side on the numbers, really. It was a long throw. Took some time to get there, but even with that, he had some room, just kind of took his eye off of it.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and H-back in there on the right side. It's Caden Cordell, the sophomore. The snap to Malden. In the gun, he's going to pass, throws it near side, caught by David Okoye, and that's going to be close to a first down. We'll see where he stepped out. They'll say he stepped out at the 33. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 10 yards. No, they'll say at the 34, so either way, it's a first down.
Yeah, absolutely. Great throw, great throw. Another, just a timing route, just an out route. Great job by Okoye by going just, they needed 10, he went 11, and cut out, and a good timing pass, good throw and catch there.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, bringing someone in motion right to left now. From the pistol, Malden's pass, near side, it's a screen for Okoye. Up to the 40, he jukes the man. He's still on his feet at midfield, finally slowed down there, and he's body slammed after the play. And they're separating players, not sure why a flag's not thrown for that. We've seen flags come in for much less
I thought
this
the flag was, I thought the whistle had blown because this forward progress was stopped, and then all of a sudden they just threw him down, but he popped right back up.
It's a 17-yard pass to David Okoye on the screen. Another first down for Paulding County. Now at the Rome 49. Two receivers on the right, one to the left. An H-back on the right. It's Cordell once again. Pistol formation. Van Dyke is the running back. And the snap to the senior, Braden Malden. He'll give it to Van Dyke up right edge. He's going to run it. He's up to the 45, still fighting ahead, up to the 44. Gain of 5 yards on 1st and 10 by Gavin Van Dyke.
Such a good job right here, right now by Paulding County. They're mixing it up. Even though that was a first run, what I mean by mixing up, they've thrown short passes, they've thrown wide side, they've thrown short side. And it's just keeping people guessing. They got Cordell in there that's running that H-back position, and just keeping they're moving it quickly. And we've talked about how good these receivers are, but we also hadn't talked about how tough they are at times too. And they play hurt and they play hard all the time.
Khalil Jones and Cordell in the backfield now with Malden. He's looking to pass left side, going to throw it to Jones on a wheel route. And that time I don't think he had enough air under it. It was good coverage as Martell Height was coming over. It's incomplete. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I think even if he caught it, he may not have gained a whole lot. It was just that was a difficult pass. He was coming from the opposite side, almost like a little drag, but still it was a tough throw and a tough catch to make. It may have been better that it fell incomplete, to be honest.
3rd down and 5 from the Rome 44-yard line. The snap to Malton, screen near side for Okoye. He has your first down inside the 40, up to the 35 and out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Pickup of 10 there on 3rd down.
Phenomenal call, just a really, really good call. Chardavon did a great job. He came hard to kind of pull that defensive back with him. Looks like he was going to run a go route. Then he settled down and made a really, really good block to just kind of got in the way enough to give Okoye enough time to get that first down.
3 first downs on this drive, all on screen passes to David Okoye. Now it's 1st and 10 up to the 32 of Rome. They'll run it with Van Dyke. He breaks a tackle, jukes inside, takes a big hit at the 30. He'll fall ahead to the 29. That'll set up a 2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3 by Van Dyke.
Well, this has already just been such a great possession. Van Dyke's doing such a good job running the ball. You watch Rome. Rome's well taught. Like I said, they hit the ball. You don't break too many tackles. They're a good tackling team. One person makes the tackle, they're holding on, and the other one's trying to knock the ball loose. And so far, they've done a really good job holding on to it.
They're coached by one of the best coordinators in the state in Wayne Groves, one of the best DCs in 6A and in any classification. Trips right, one receiver to the left, pistol formation. Malden will pass here on 2nd down. Left side, Okoye's got it inside the 20. The junior steps out of bounds. We'll see how far they move him up. I think around the 16. That's a big pass.
That was a phenomenal throw. Again, just a deeper out route. That's just a timing pass, timing route, and a great throw by Malden and another great catch by Okoye right there. Really well done.
How about this? 4 catches for Okoye on the first possession, 53 yards. He could have an insane night if this continues. 2 receivers on the right side, 1 back to the left. Pistol formation. Cordell is the H-back on the left side. They are going to run it on 1st down. Cordell missed a block, I think, that time because Van Dyke swallowed back close to the 20.
Well, there's about 3 of them. He could have just picked one, but, yeah, I think he was just kind of torn right there because they just got through pretty easily right there. I'm not sure if there was a kind of a blown protection or something, but yeah, there were 2 or 3 of them that got through pretty quickly right there. Was able to hit him, but fortunately he was able to hold on to the ball.
It's a loss of 3 yards, makes it 2nd down and 13. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bringing a man in motion left to right now. Play action screen near side for Okoye. Okoye slips a tackle, hit hard close to the 10. He'll gain a few yards and he gets what they lost plus a few more yards. It'll make it a 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah, Jaden Harrim right there did a really, really good job. They read the ball. I'm watching their defensive backs, watching their linebackers. They get a jump off that ball really, really well. And then as soon as that throw was made, he didn't hesitate. Harrim came up hard, and Okoye just wasn't able to get enough footing to get a juke in there.
Makes it a 3rd down and medium here for Paulding County. Ball at the Rome 14-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He'll throw a fade. Right side, Chardavon is there, and it's off his fingertips and incomplete. He beat the defensive back that time. He just couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a tough throw, and it would have been a tough catch to make, but it was there. And here's the crazy thing. I'm going to make maybe a silly statement, but I believe it's very true, is they've made a good statement right here, even if they are having to kick a field goal right here. because they have proven that they can move the ball, and they've moved the ball well, and so that's something positive they need to take away from this first possession.
Clay Walters, who is 9 for 9 on the year, kicking field goals, and now timeout called by Paulding County. They want to talk it over. The Patriots didn't like something that they saw that time, Steve.
No, they apparently didn't. I'm not sure exactly what it was. At first I thought they might be short a player because they've struggled with that off and on all year of having people either not enough or too many. But it looked like they had the right amount, just something Coach Spence saw that he didn't particularly like.
Well, as we have this timeout, I want to thank all of our sponsors on the Mountain Coast Network. They include Georgia Highlands College, Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab, Logical Systems, McDonald's of East Rome and Armuchee, First Bank Mortgage, Georgia Northwestern Technical College, Georgia Power, and Automax. Make sure to thank our sponsors in turn as well for allowing us to bring you Paulding County Patriots football all season long on the Mountain Coast Network. So the Patriots having a great first possession here, trying to get some points out of it. 4th down and about 7 for Paulding County. Braden Malden, the usual holder, in there. We'll see if they might try something sneaky here, Steve. The snapper, Caden Cordell, and the kicker, Clay Walters, about to attempt a 30-yarder. Good snap, great hold. The kick from Walters is up. No doubt about it. That one sails through the uprights. He could have hit that one from about 20 yards further. And just like that, Paulding County is on top. The Patriots win the toss, elect to receive. They drive it down the field and add on 3 points thanks to a 30-yard field goal with 8:11 to go here in the first quarter.
Obviously, you want the touchdown, but it's like I said, that was a well-executed possession right there. Good series, had some good runs, had some good plays running the ball, also throwing, and if nothing else, it sets that tone. It also kind of sends a message to Rome early saying, hey, we're not afraid, we're not scared, we're going to give you every aspect of what we have, and they were successful.
So Paulding County's offense did their job that time, Steve. We'll see what the defense can do.
Have to be really careful right here. Rome does a super job. Their special teams might be one of the best in this conference, in this region, and they do a good job, have several run backs already. As you heard Coach Spence talk about, they pooch kick a lot, so not necessarily expecting anything deep.
DeKalen Daniel, Martell Height, and Bryson Hill, the 3 return men for the Rome Wolves. They stand at around their own 12-yard line. Need to back up a little bit if Clay Walters is kicking. No, never mind. This is a pooch kick right side. They're going to fair catch it at the 30, and that is where Rome will take over. Good job of fair catching it that time by the Wolves. Couldn't see a number. I think it might have been number 12 coming in and grabbing it. Number 12 for them is Martavius Collins, a sophomore tight end, an SEC product, Steve, and that's something we'll say all night long. So many D1 prospects on this team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they both sides of the ball. We're going to say mostly offensively, we're going to see them right here as far as their tight end and a receiver, but they execute real well. They got a good sophomore quarterback and makes good decisions the majority of the time.
Well, that's the quarterback, Reese Fountain, back to pass on first down. He's going to step up and run it left side. Gavin Van Dyke will run him out of bounds up close to the 38-yard line. So that's a gain of 6 on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 4 after a nice carry by the quarterback.
Yeah, that was a good job of scrambling right there, but that was really a coverage scramble. He was looking deep. They had a skinny post route, but it was well covered, not only by the cornerback, but the safety kept moving over.
Fountain doesn't run it much, but not because he isn't athletic. It's because they have one of the best running backs in the state. Here he is. It's Bryson Hill. He'll cut upfield for a gain of 5. Paulding County with a solid tackle there. I think it was Van Dyke once again coming in for the stop, but a good carry by Hill, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, that's one of the things they're going to have to make sure, Paulding County's going to have to make sure they do. They will have to wrap up. They can't afford missed tackles, and they're going to have to make sure that they wrap up and try to get them down 1 or 2 hits right away because they'll break away quickly.
Hill almost 800 rushing yards coming into this game. Fountain tries to scramble, and he is sacked. Bring him down, big man. It's Jacob Smith, the senior, who slams him for a loss of about 2 yards.
That was a phenomenal play. He did such a good job of getting rid of his blocker, filled that hole quickly, and again, a coverage scramble, but that time Jacob Smith was right there to make that tackle.
Makes it a 2nd down and 12 now. Ball on Rome's own 41-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, an H-back on the right. Got a couple of tight ends in there. They are going to throw it just as he's getting hit. It's caught on a screen pass. Martell Height trying to reverse field. The blocks are set up. He's at the 40 and upended. What a big tackle there by Paulding County.
Phenomenal tackle. What a great tackle. That was risky. Changed complete directions. He was on the hash, really over past the hash on this near side. Reverse directions about 5-6 yards deep to get to the other side, and really only gained about 3 yards, but he was fortunate that he gained any yards at all there. Great open field tackle.
Couldn't tell if that was Liam Jeffries or Timmy Odubimi. Either way, a huge tackle makes it 3rd down and 7 now for the Wolves. And Paulding County jumps off sides that time. The defensive end followed the snap count, and that'll make it 3rd down and 2.
You know, that's the kind of things that Coach Spence, one of the things he was talking about. Of course, it didn't give them 1st down. They still have an opportunity. But, boy, it makes it a lot easier when you're talking 3rd now and 2.5. But, yeah, we've got to make sure we're watching that ball, and we can't give them easy yardage like that.
Rome has it 3rd and 2 at the Paulding County 49-yard line. Same formation as the previous play. They'll bring Height in motion, hand it off to Hill. Hill jukes to the left, stuffed, and he's not going to get it. Liam Jeffries came through and stopped him at the line of scrimmage, and that's a 3rd down stop for the Patriots.
That was a huge stop right there, and I'm still not sure they're going to punt. They'll probably still go for it. Nope, they're bringing it in. But great stop. He tried to bounce it outside, and Jeffries did such a great job of keeping containment and forcing him to kick it back to try to hit that the end, and wasn't able to do it.
The punter on, number 17, Corey Gardhigh, a name that means a lot here in Northwest Georgia. Father was a standout at Cedartown High School, played at Mississippi State. He sends a great punt away. It's going to be fielded at about the 12 by Franzier Chardavon. He actually fell down at the 11 catching it. Good job to fair catch it, and that's where Paulding County will take over. So first 2 drives, your units have done the job.
Absolutely.
The offense put points on the board. The defense stopped the opposing offense.
Oh, absolutely. It's kind of that bend, don't break philosophy right now when you're facing an offense that's potent as Rome's, but that was a perfect example of it. They gave some short yardage, but in the end they were able to make some plays when they needed to. Right now they're doing such a good job of those first – the defenders who are getting there first are making those tackles. They're not relying on that 2nd level.
Paulding County leads 3-0, 5 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play from Dave Hardin Stadium. Patriots come out, ball on their own 11-yard line, 1st down and 10 for their 2nd drive. They've got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Pistol formation, H-back in there on the right side. Play action, throwing it near side. It's caught by Chardavon. Setting up a block.
Yeah,
he's up to the 20, and flag comes in.
Yeah.
That was David O'Coy getting tagged with a hold.
Yeah, he tried. It was anytime you get those arms extended and you're grabbing hold, they're going to call that every time, and they should. But it was a great effort by O'Coy. Like I said, that's one thing I love about these receivers. They're team players. You've seen Chardavon block. You've seen Jones block. Now you see O'Coy trying to block. They don't mind. They're going to jump in there and do whatever they need to do to put that team first.
That took it from 1st down and 10 at your own 11. We'll see how far back it moves them. Should move them at about the 5.5, half the distance, and it does look like they placed it right around the 6-yard line, so that's where Paulding County will have it now. They move it back 5 yards as the penalty. So instead of 1st and 10 there, it's going to be about 1st and 15. 1st and 15 from your own 6-yard line for Paulding County. Changing up personnel, trying to find the correct formation are the Patriots. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Braden Malden, the quarterback. Behind him is Mason Hamilton. Pistol formation. Malden tries to work the snap count against a pretty disciplined defensive line.
Yeah, we've got to be
this.
really careful right here.
Malden waiting for the snap. The senior gets it. Looking to throw. He's pushed, and he's going to be sacked.
Yep.
And that's going to be a safety. Is it a safety? Now they say it is a safety.
Yeah, it was.
Malden never got it out of the end zone, and that makes it 3-2. 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go. It's a 1-point game here at Dave Hardin Stadium. Not what you were hoping for if you're Paulding County there.
Now, once it got past once it stayed in his hand about over a second or two, you knew it was kind of bad news. I think they were going to try to run a screen again, or either like a double move or something. I wasn't really watching the receivers, but they were just held on a little bit too long, and a good push by the Rome defensive line there to get to Malden.
Couldn't tell who came in and made the sack, but definitely saw number 91 putting pressure. That's Stefilion Green, another one of those Division I guys for Rome that have made a name for themselves this year trying to attack the quarterback. So Clay Walters electing to kick it off the tee, punting it over to the Rome Wolves here. Their three return men, Daniel Height and Bryson Hill, they're all standing right around their own 40-yard line to return it. So we'll see if Walters can pin them deep here, kicking off from his own 20. Now they'll back it up. They'll stretch it with the return man, Bryson Hill, at the 20. 3-2, Paulding County on top. First quarter of play in Dallas. Checks to his right, checks to his left. Right hand in the air, comes up, puts his right foot into it, and it's going to land right around the 25-yard line, picked up by Bryson Hill there. Running left side, and he's got the edge. He's at the 40, cutting inside, and Clay Walters not able to bring him down. He's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rome. Bryson Hill takes it 75 yards, and just like that, the Wolves are on top, 8-3.
62-yard return for the Wolves.
Good blocking, just really, really good blocking. They got got to the end. We were not in our lanes over there. We kind of sucked in there towards the middle. They did a good job of sealing that end and allowing Hill to hit that sideline and just keep moving. Walters did a great effort, but just couldn't get him down.
Rome 8, Paulding County 3. 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. The kicker on to attempt the extra point. It's Alex Chun. And his kick is up and good. Just barely puts it over the upright to make it a 6-point game. 9-3, the Wolves on top. 5:01 to play in the first quarter. Not what you were hoping for if it's Paulding County, Steve, but hey, you got a chance to go down here and tie it up or take the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. You're still in it. You can't panic right now. There's no need for that at all. You're moving the ball pretty well when you're having decent fielding position, but it goes back to what we've talked about. That's why we got to be careful with penalties, got to be careful with turnovers, take care of the ball. But the time that they did that first possession, they moved the ball well. They just need to kind of go back to that. No panic time yet.
We've seen a couple of special teams blunders so far from Paulding County. At first, it was Timmy Odebimi almost fumbling away the opening kickoff. And then the kick return for a touchdown by the Rome Wolves. We'll see if this possession, or this kickoff that is better for the Patriots. Chun on to send it away. Mason Hamilton waiting at his own 10 to return it. The last kickoff was a pooch kick fielded right around the 22 by Odebimi. We'll see what Chun does here. Comes up, this one a low line drive kick, couple of hops to Odebimi, picks it up at the 20. The tight end running it back near side. He's got the edge, good blocks, lowers his shoulder and is slammed out of bounds. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line. Good tackle there by the Wolves.
Oh, yeah.
One thing about Rome, they're going to gang tackle, and that's a good thing.
They're very fundamental. They do a good job. They keep their heads up. They don't bury their heads and then get lost in a juke or some type of a move. They keep their head up. And once they typically hit, they're going to wrap up and get you down, or at least hold you up until the other teammates can get there. And so they're going to be solid. We've just got to make sure we're just moving the ball, take what they give us. That's going to be the big key right here.
4:55 to go here in the first quarter. 9-3, Rome on top.
It looks like they're jumping to a zone possibly. We got that cover 2 look. 2 safeties over top.
Bringing a man in motion,
yep.
4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. They're going to throw a screen for Khalil Jones. He's hit hard in the backfield and knocked down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say gain of 0.
Yeah, that was, I think we had a miss assignment possibly, because typically when they run that, they'll run to the inside or the outside either way, but they'll have somebody to block right there. And that time the defensive back was able to just come free and make that tackle.
Paulding County with 2 receivers to the right side, 2 receivers to the left. Malden in the pistol. Mason Hamilton standing right behind him. Malden is set for the snap. He receives it. Pressured out of the pocket, rolls to the right side. He'll throw, caught for a first down by Khalil Jones. Right place, right time, 10-yard pickup, move those chains.
Again, I can't say enough. I mean, anytime Malden scrambles, he keeps his head up, he's looking downfield, and the receivers do such a good job when he does have to scramble of breaking off their routes, coming back to the ball, not just floating back, but they're coming back looking for the ball, and that time just really, really well thrown.
Coming out with a formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. An H-back, it's Cordell, the blocker, on the right side. Can't tell who's behind him. Believe it's Mason Hamilton in this pistol formation. Play action. Malden going to throw across the middle. Chardavon's got it at the 45. He's up to the 35. Francier Chardavon changing field position with a big catch.
Phenomenal catch and a phenomenal throw. Anytime throws up the middle, those are tough. Those are hard to throw. There's a lot of hands. Sometimes you don't see. Of course, Malden sitting 6'4" makes it a little bit easier for him. But Chardavon does such a good job when he cuts in the middle. He usually runs that little slot or the inside receiver, so he does a lot of the inside routes. He has good concentration and is not afraid to jump in there and make those catches.
It's a gain of 22 and another Paulding County first down. They get it all the way to the Rome 35-yard line. Malden looking near side, pump fake. He's going to go long. David Okoy's down there. He's caught it inside the 10. David Okoy with a catch. It's going to be first and goal.
Phenomenal route that was run. The safety was a little slow getting over to have that top coverage. A great route. He broke it off right when he needed to, and a phenomenal throw, as usual, by Braden Malden. But I tell you, the other thing that he did a really good job, he kind of looked him off. Looked like he was looking to throw to the right, and then came right back with that little corner route. Just a great throw, great concentration on that catch.
30-yard pickup makes it first and goal now at the 5-yard line. The running back is Gavin Van Dyke. Malden in the pistol, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The snap to Malden. Going to throw the fade. He's sacked. Hit. He really had to make a quick decision that time because the junior Grant Bullard was coming around right in.
Yeah, one thing they do with Bullard, I've noticed after watching a couple of games from them, he does such a good job of disguising those blitzes that he does. That first time, the play before that, he stepped up, moved up, juked a little bit like he was going to come in and then move back into coverage. That time, he kind of didn't really do much movement at all until right as the ball was about to be snapped. Then he took off and kind of caught the protection off guard and was able to come to that blind side, hit Malden before he was able to set his feet and throw.
Makes it second and goal now, ball at the 10. Malden, he's going to pass, looking left side, throwing towards the end zone and incomplete. Wasn't able to keep it in bounds. If he was able to, it might have been caught by Khalil Jones, who was open in the back of the end zone. It would have been a tough pass, though. Brings up third and goal here for the Patriots.
I tell you, Paulding County's doing a pretty decent job. That is a strong, hard, aggressive rush that Rome has. They're pushing the offensive line back in a lot of positions, but to the offensive line's credit, they're at least staying in front, giving Malden a little bit of time.
Twins on the right, Twins on the left here. Third down and goal from the 10. Paulding County trailing 9-3. First quarter of play at Dave Hardin Stadium. Pistol formation. Malden the quarterback. The running back is Gavin Van Dyke. The snap to Malden. Looking left side. He's going to throw a bullet, and it's off the hand of David Okoy. Was trying a one-handed catch. Instead, it's incomplete, and that brings up fourth down.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough thing. But one thing I liked that they did, it was just a short, even though he was in shotgun already, just a quick look, and just like you're saying, just a little bit out of the reach. But the thing I do like about it is the only person that could have caught that was Okoy.
So Clay Walters on for his second field goal attempt, now 10 for 10 on the season. This one going to be a 27-yarder from the left hash. Snap from Cordell is great. Good hold. The kick is up, and did he get it? Yes, he did. 11 for 11. Clay Walters makes it a 3-point game. It's 9-6 as he converts a 27-yard field goal.
I tell you, those last two have been close. They've had a couple of people break through, and Clay's been able to get those off right. It looks like from up here anyway, right in front of their fingertips. But it might be a little bit more room than that. But I know they have a pretty hard rush coming in.
2:35 to go here in the first quarter of play, and it's a 3-point lead for Rome as Paulding County has went down the field and added their second field goal of the night. 9-6 your score. The biggest key in a game like this, Steve, is just keeping it close in that first half until you can make some adjustments. If you'll remember, it was 35-7 before you could even look up against Carrollton. Now you're at the end of the first quarter, it's 9-6.
Well, it's the big plays. It's the run back. It's the kickoff return. You've got to be able to limit those big plays. If they move down the field and score, at least they put some wear and tear on the line and on the offense. But to give up a big hit like that, because they kicked off at the 25 or wherever it was on that safety. One reason he tried to kick it deep, I bet he goes back to the pooch kick here.
And he does. This one, a pooch kick by Clay Walters off the fingertips of the Rome Wolf. He'll pick it up at the 20. He's got a lane. He's off to the races. He's at the 50. Clay Walters back there trying to slow him down. Not able to. He's at the 20 and pushed out inside the 20. Let's see who on the return that time it was for Rome. It's number 3 out there, DeKalen Daniel, the sophomore. That time he just found the right lane. Paulding County over pursued a little bit because of the muffed kickoff. 1st and 10 from the Paulding County 14 now for Rome.
Great effort by, looks like J.P. Pruitt, freshman actually. It looked like was able to come from from this left side to the opposite sideline, push him out of bounds. If he hadn't done that, it would have been a touchdown.
So 1st and 10 for Rome here. Ball on the Paulding County 14. 2 tight ends, 1 on each side. 1 receiver to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Bringing 1 in motion left to right. They'll hand it off to Hill. Hill right up the gut. First down. Touchdown. Wow, he stayed on his feet.
Yeah,
how did they not
Paulding
bring him
County
down?
saying that he thought his knee was down around the 4-yard line, but doesn't look like the referees, seems like they call it. Well, they are meeting now, but it seems like they didn't call it right away.
Well, the reason I said first downs because it looked like he was knocked down at the 4. But
I think it was one of those where they kind of spun him around. Looked like they were putting him down. I don't know. I guess he was able to get his hand down to keep his balance, and then just was able to kind of use that momentum to spin him, keep his feet, and get into the end zone.
Well, if there's anybody in the state of Georgia that could do it, it's Bryson Hill. 14-yard touchdown run. That makes it 12-6. The officials still conversing here. The extra point about to be attempted by the Wolves. Coach Spence standing on the sideline. Looks like he wants an explanation here. I think he might have thought he was down as well. Let's see. He will get no explanation. It's a touchdown. 14-yard run for Bryson Hill. Great second effort that time. You're not down until that whistle blows. Hill, the senior, from 14 yards out. The extra point here to make it a 7-point game. His kick is up. His kick is good. Oh, not a 7-point game. I'm sorry, it's 15. I'm looking at the reflection here. So my bad. Sorry, folks. So Paulding County now trailing 16-6, a 10-point game. 2-possession lead here. And not ideal, not an ideal start here, Steve.
No, it's like I said, it's not necessarily the defense, it's special teams right now. They've had one kickoff for touchdown, one kickoff that got them around the 10-yard line. You just can't do that. They're giving up lanes. One of the things they've been doing real well is staying in lanes, gang tackling, forcing that to the inside instead of letting it get to the outside, and they haven't done that tonight at all. And that was even kind of a muffed fielding of that punt, of that kickoff. It hit it, he caught it, and then he dropped it and was able to pick it up and still get good yardage there.
If there's one thing we can tell you, it's that the depth of the Rome Wolves is going to be worked tonight because this defense is going to be on the field a lot. Another low kickoff to Timmy Odebimi. He fields it right around the 21, cuts up past the 30, and once again he's knocked down right at the 31-yard line. That's where Paulding County will take over for their 3rd drive of the evening. Pair of field goals on the first 2. We'll see if they can find pay dirt on this one. So far, Paulding County outgaining Rome 116-29. If you heard that stat, you might think it's all Paulding County, but nope.
Yeah.
Rome taking advantage of some great special teams plays. But the one thing that has been consistent so far in the first quarter, the pass game for Paulding County. Patriots will come out with trips to the right, One receiver to the left. A pistol formation, Malden the quarterback, Van Dyke
one-on-one
behind
with
him.
Okoye. They might try to use that some.
Play action, no, they'll hand it off to Van Dyke. He'll cut ahead to the 34. That's going to be a gain of 3. Check that, gain of 2 by Van Dyke. It'll make it 2nd and 8.
You know, these aren't huge gains right now, but they're gains. And it keeps Rome a little bit honest. It's keeping them a little like maybe an RPO. They've got Martell Height, who's a phenomenal athlete, great receiver, but they've got him really tight, right on the line, trying to bump Okoye as he comes off. If he can get off clean, they may be able to have a one-on-one coverage for a go route.
Almost drew the defensive back offsides that time, but not able to. Malden to pass here on. He's going to step up, and he is sacked.
Yeah, just not having any time. I mean,
lost 4.
Ball's brought down the backfield by number 7, Jalen White.
It's going to be 3rd down and long now for the Patriots.
It'll be 3rd down and 12 yards to go from the Patriots on 30-yard line.
They have it on their own 30, need to get it up to the 42 for a first down here for Paulding County.
You know,
The
Coach
Patriots,
Spence hit the nail on the head. He was talking about how physical they are, and they definitely are. They're pushing the offensive line around right now. The offensive line is holding their own to some degree, but they're pushing them back 1 or 2 steps, and that time they're getting in on Malden quickly.
Bringing Sumlin in motion on the right side. Malden will pass. He's going to leave it out on the right edge for Khalil Jones. He'll gain maybe a yard. A yard if he's lucky. That's going to bring up 4th down and a punting situation for the Patriots.
Bring up 4th down and 11.
And a 3 and out for Paulding County, trailing by 10 here in the first quarter. Clock ticking down, 14 seconds to play in quarter number 1. They're not going to punt it just yet. They're going to talk about it and take it to the second quarter. 1 quarter down, Steve, and Paulding County trails 16-6.
Yeah, they've it definitely could be worse, and I know that sounds bad to say, but it could be. You're talking about 2 big plays, 2 big kickoffs. One was a touchdown, one pushed it pushed it far down into Paulding County's side of the field, which allowed them to come back and score. But if you're Paulding County, though, you can't get 2 down because you're still in it. It's not like you're out. They've just got to do a better job on special teams. And when they're getting down on Rome's end of the field, they've got to find a way to get a touchdown.
Well, flip ends of the field, it's going to be punting time here for Paulding County. They have it 4th and long from their own 31-yard line. The band for the Patriots doing a great job this evening as we start the second quarter of play. Martell Height, the return man, going to stand right around his own 35, 30-yard line to receive this punt from Clay Walters. Walters averaged about 40 yards per punt last week, continuing to have a strong senior season. Good snap from Cordell. And the punt from Walters is a boomer. Martell Height will fair catch it right around his 35, and that is where the Wolves will take over, trying to increase their 10-point lead.
Very, very good job right there. He called it. We wasn't sure if he's going to do rugby. All the punt returners are going to be on this. If you're looking at the offensive line on the left side of the field, if you're on the offense on the right side of the field, because a lot of times he'll do the rugby punt towards his right side. But that time he did a really, really good job of just catching it. Really is about 1.5 steps and a booming punt. Really high. Good job forcing Martell Height to fair catch.
2 receivers on the right, a tight end on the right, 1 tight end on the left. Reese Fountain, the quarterback, in the pistol, and 1 step behind him is Bryson Hill. They'll run it with Hill. Right side, big gash, big hole. Cuts back at the 50, off to the races. 1 man can catch him. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, jukes inside. Hit hard from behind inside the 5. 1st and goal for Rome.
Great move right there, really. Great job by Hill. He just made a really quick cut to the right as he got to the line of scrimmage, saw a hole, hit it, and then another cut back to the left, and then it was just a race. Okoye had a good angle on him, was able to get him down.
60-yard run for Hill makes it 1st and goal now from the Paulding County 4. Running it on 1st and goal. Hill lowers his shoulder over Odubemi. Odubemi will slow him down and knock him down at the 2. Good gang tackle there by the Patriots as several defenders came in on the stop.
Yeah, good job of pursuit right there. If they would have just left it up to that, if they didn't have the pursuit, that could have been a touchdown. Odubemi did a good job of meeting him in the hole, but he had to have those other teammates to make sure they got him down.
Daniel and Height, the 2 big play receivers on the right. Instead, they're going to run it right up the gut. Hill sneaks behind that mountainous offensive line and walks into the end zone. That makes it 22-6. 2-yard touchdown run for Bryson Hill. His 3rd touchdown of the evening. 2 rushes and 1 on a kick return. 22-6, 16-point difference, and we're less than a minute into the second quarter. This extra point could make it a 3-possession game. Good snap, good hold. The kick from Chun is in. 17-point game now, 23-6. 11:08 to go in the first half, and Rome on top here in the second quarter.
They need a response right here. This is a big, big possession for Paulding County. It's pretty clear what they're going to do on a kickoff. They've kicked a line drive, hard, really just kind of a hard line drive on the ground to towards Paulding County's one of those up men, typically Odubemi, on that left side. It'll be the far side this time, but they're and so not sure if that's going to be continued, but they've done it every time, so we'll see if they're going to continue to do it. First time Odubemi kind of dropped it and fortunately was able to fall on it. Other times he's made a decent, 5-6 yards on it. But they do such a good job of getting down there. And like I said, they stay in their lanes and do a good job of covering those kickoffs.
Alex Chun, the senior, back out there to kick it off for Rome. The return man, Mason Hamilton, standing at his own 8. Chun has kicked it every time so far. It's been a line drive. Now he sends it. And this one is going to hit at about the 10 and roll out of bounds. So Paulding County will at least have good field position to have to start out this drive, Steve.
Yeah, that was a good job. Those are always dangerous because, with football, you never know how it's going to bounce. It was kind of over the up man this time, and they elected to let it bounce and see where it did, and as soon as it bounced, it kicked out of bounds. Fortunately, I've seen those sometimes kick either back to the inside or even towards the goal line, and then you're kind of in a bind because you got to get to it. But that time it did kick out of bounds, giving Paulding County good field position to start off with. They need to put a drive together right here. They've got to, offensive line really needs to step up right here, give Malden some protection to allow him to get some. The receivers have been open. There's that last time they had to throw quickly. You had Franchier Chardabon coming through on a seam route up the middle, was open, but this didn't have time to get it to him.
1st and 10 for the Patriots from their own 35-yard line, trailing by 17 here in the first half. They'll throw it on a screen right side for Khalil Jones. Jukes inside, gets it across the 40, and he's knocked down at the 44-yard line. So a really good pickup there on first down, a gain of 9 yards for Khalil Jones.
Well, one of the ways you can tell that how well coached, what Coach Reed does is that offensive line, it was number I think it was 45. Alto Moore came back. He was on the line, rushed, saw the pass, followed it, and ended up making that tackle. So they pursue really, really well.
Trips left, one receiver to the right here on 2nd and 1. They'll throw it on a curl for Jones. He's got the first down up to midfield. Picks up 6 on 2nd and 1. Move those chains again for this Patriot offense.
Very good, very nice. And one thing that Malden's doing a good job too is he's mixing up. He threw probably the first 5 or 6 to Coy. Yeah. They started to play him a little tighter coming off the line. They're backed off a little bit of Jones and Chardavon, and they're doing a better job of mixing it up and getting it to that time Jones.
Bringing a receiver in motion left to right, play action. They'll throw it once again on a screen for Khalil Jones, and Jones is hit at the line of scrimmage. That play was blown up because Rome had about 6 defenders that came in expecting a screen. It's going to be a gain of 1 yard, makes it 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be a double move or a quick pump and try to hit somebody deep because they've run a lot of those wide receiver screens, and they've worked. That's a good thing. But I think Rome is really attacking those right now, so they may try to work a double move here soon.
9:40 to go here in the first half. Paulding County trailing Rome 23-6 here at home on senior night.
I think they got a blitz on right now, either 32 or 52 maybe. They're both juking enough, I believe. Yeah,
and it is
52.
more blitzing off the near side. They try to run it on 2nd and long, and they lose more yardage. That time, Gavin Van Dyke fails to get to the 50. He loses a couple, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 11.
You know, we hadn't really said a whole lot about Van Dyke, but we should have. Tough kid. Has lost Micah Kelly early, and so it's kind of been a couple of different guys running the ball, J.J. Kelly. But Van Dyke said, hey, I'll do it, Coach. I'll be more than happy to, and he's done a really, really good job.
He certainly has. He stays in the game here on 3rd and long. Malden dropping back to pass, sacked again, ball on the ground, picked up by Rome. A big defensive lineman has it, rumbling down the field. They're trying to set up the blocks. Malden knocks him down right around the 16. From bad to worse here for Paulding County.
Yeah, it's just Malden had no opportunity at all to set up and make that throw before Big 92 Tyson Brown was in there. He didn't make the hit necessarily. He was around it. The hit was made. Ball came loose. He was able to pick it up, and fortunately Malden was sharp enough to be able to get up, go over, and catch him around the 15-yard line and knock him down, or that could have been a scoop and a score. But, yeah, it's just he's having no time at all. That was just a 2-step. I mean, it was just a catch and basically a couple of steps and be ready to throw, and he got hit. Got to give him better protection.
It's a great job by this Rome defense.
Absolutely.
They call them.
Absolutely.
What was the name for the defense? The Broad Street Bullies, I believe it was a few years ago.
I believe so, yeah.
They're living up to it tonight. 1st and 10 from the Paulding County 15. Fountain in the pocket. He hasn't thrown much tonight and sails that one too high for the receiver who was open in the end zone. The intended receiver was number 8, C.J. Flemister. Get this, Steve. Flemister, a freshman who has played phenomenal for
really
Rome
has.
this
He
year.
said he stepped up and has done a really, really good job. Really, Rome has some good receivers, notably Martell Height, but they also have a couple of other receivers that are really good, not to mention their tight end. Paulding County's done a good job on the coverage. They just can't stop the run right now.
They're going to run it here on 2nd down. Bryson Hill stumbles and loses his footing at the 11. That'll make it 3rd down and long. Well, 3rd down and medium, we'll say, as he gained about 4 or 5 that time. Need to get it up to the 5 for a 1st down. It's 3rd and 6.
You got Martell Height as the wide man on that right side. It's usually a good time for a fade route. Not sure if that's what they're going to do. He's a big, tall kid. Got some jump.
Well, they're going to roll out Fountain to the right. He'll throw to the end zone, and he goes up. Did he catch it?
No, he dropped it.
Lost it that time. He tried to catch it on the back of Kavari Riddick, the intended receiver that time, number 3, to Kalen Daniel, and the sophomore just couldn't quite reel it in.
Yeah, that was kind of a high school version of a pick play in a way. They had the outside receiver that was running a quick slant, and to try to draw that outside defensive back, hopefully in a man-to-man, then the inside would run a kind of a corner route and had him open, but just couldn't hold on. So another good job right there by the Paulding County defense, especially on the coverage.
Reese Fountain, the sophomore quarterback for the Wolves, out there saying, come on, Coach, leave us in. But instead, Coach Reed elects to try the field goal from Alex Chun. We've not seen him attempt a field goal yet. Looks like this one's going to be about a 27-yarder where we saw Clay Walters hit from earlier. We'll see if the senior can hit it. And now a timeout going to be called by Rome. The Wolves want to talk it over. We'll give them a chance to. We'll take a timeout as well and be back in a moment. 7 minutes and 24 seconds to go here in the first, 7:54 here in the first half, and Paulding County trails it 23-6 here on the Mountain Coast Network.
Georgia Highlands College has got you covered. With more in-person, remote, and hybrid class options than ever before, you can take classes the way you want from virtually anywhere. That means at GHC, it's the right time, the right place, at the right price. Did you know GHC has one of the lowest tuition rates in the country? That's right. You don't have to pay more for the same classes you would take at other colleges. Get your 2-year or 4-year degree right here at home. Now's your chance to take charge at Georgia Highlands College. Visit us today at highlands.edu to learn how you can take classes virtually anywhere and land a career in one of many rapidly growing fields. Again, that's highlands.edu. Highlands.edu.
They're back out now.
And we are back here at Dave Hardin Stadium.
They decided to go for it now.
Yeah, Rome's offense back on the field. 4th down and 5. Fountain rolling out to the right. Going to try to find an open man. He throws, and it is knocked away, incomplete. A 4th down hold by the Patriot defense, and Paulding County will be getting the ball back.
I'm telling you, the coverage all night has been really, really good for Paulding County. These talented receivers hadn't really had an opportunity to do a whole lot. That time, number 45 did a really good job for Paulding County. Ray McElderry did a really good job of pursuing, keeping that pressure on Fountain, forced to make a throw, and he was really kind of lucky that didn't get intercepted.
So they turn it over, and Paulding County has it. 1st and 10 now, ball on their own 11. Last time they had field position around here, it resulted in a safety. We'll see if the Patriots can move it out of the shadow of their own goalposts. They have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. An extra blocker in there on the right side. Pistol formation. The snap to Malden. They're going to run it on 1st down around left tackle. Hamilton spun around, and he's going to lose yardage. We'll see how many yards he loses. It's going to be a loss of 2 for the junior.
Again, just really, really good tackling. That first person there was able to bring him down. They do a good job of not only hitting, but hitting and locking up.
2nd down and 12 now from Paulding County's 9-yard line. The Patriots have passed for 139 yards so far here in the first half and negative 17 rushing yards. Malden in the gun trying to get something going here. 2nd down and 12. Had a great first couple of drives. That last drive resulted in a scoop fumble recovery. They'll throw it on a slant. On the far side, it's caught by Khalil Jones up to the 20. That's a nice pickup of 11 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and short.
Yeah, that was a nice play, nice throw. Good job of coming off the ball, getting inside of the defensive back, and just good pitch and catch, and it gives them a little breathing room right here. Offensive line's really got to give Malden some room right here to get a throw off.
Pistol formation, Malden the quarterback. Behind him is Gavin Van Dyke. Cordell, the extra blocker, right behind the right guard. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The snap to Malden. Slant near side now for Ocoy. And that's a 1st down up to the 25. 3rd and 1. You needed 1. You get 5 from Ocoy.
Yeah, good job right there. 19. Bryson Hill, of course, is talented. We've seen him on offense, talented running back. Also plays defense on this defensive back on this side. Good job of breaking up. Just couldn't try to get his hand in there and knock it down, but Ocoy with good concentration was able to keep that ball in with him.
They'll flip the formation to the left side now. Those 2 receivers in the blocker over there. We'll see what Coach Spence is going to call here 1st and 10 from your own 25. They're going to pass on 1st down. Malden throwing near side, and it's incomplete. That time David Ocoy stopped on the route. Otherwise, he might have been open.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the mix-up was, but definitely was a mix-up. It looked like Malden was throwing more of a deep out route, and Ocoy ran more of a comeback route, so we definitely had a mix-up. The best news was it wasn't. Sometimes those overthrows like that end up in an interception, but that time it didn't. Better job right now, too. The offensive line did a really, really good job right there of keeping them right at the line instead of being pushed back. So offensive line stepping up right here.
2nd down and 10 now for the Patriots, and they're going to run it left side with David Ocoy, and he's blown up in the backfield. That's 3 more yards lost via the run game. They'll give him forward progress, so just a loss of 1, but it sets up a 3rd down and long. We've seen David Ocoy run from time to time this year, Steve, and really it feels like when you give it to him, they're already in the backfield because it's so slow developing.
Well, Rome is they're so quick, they're getting off the ball so well, and they're getting just so much penetration that those jet sweeps like that are tough to run. What you're hoping is you can get in and get around the corner before that rush gets back in the backfield, but it didn't work that time. They got him.
Malden going to throw, and it's hauled in by Khalil Jones at the 50. And he can trot his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Paulding County.
Phenomenal route, phenomenal concentration, and a great throw. I didn't notice the defender trying to jump in and try to knock it down or make that interception, but he missed, giving Khalil Jones a clear path to the end zone. Great throw, great catch.
76 yards. Steve Turrentine, that's how you wake up the crowd on senior night.
That was huge.
Touchdown Paulding County with 4 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the second quarter.
And again, I can't say enough about this offensive line. These last few possessions, they've really buckled down. They've kept the defensive line kept them from penetrating really on these passes anyway. Gave Malden enough time and great connection.
23-12 your score. The extra point from Clay Walters to make it a 10-point game. Good snap, good hold. His kick is up, and it is true. And it's a 10-point difference, 23-13 with 4:28 to go here in the first half. The strike that we were looking for Braden Malden.
Beautiful throw, beautiful catch. And that's the thing that I love about this team. I love about what they do. They do not quit. They keep going at it, and that's exactly what they needed right there. Phenomenal throw, great catch, and great pass protection by the offense.
How about this, Steve? Looking at some scores across the state of Georgia, Ridgeland 7, Central of Carrollton 7. Ridgeland has not won a region game all season. That one would be a shocker. Trying all over Gordon Lee, 22-0 in that one in Northwest Georgia. Cedartown leading Heritage Ringgold 28-0 in the first half. That's a region championship game. And in the Region 6 3A championship game, Rockmart leading Ringgold 7-0.
You know, this right here is huge, really. That possession right there, we needed a score. We got one, but this right here, we have to keep them from having a big play right here.
We'll see if the Patriot defense can hold once more. They've only allowed, get this, 97 yards in the first half to a very potent Rome offense. And of those 97 yards, 60 were on one carry by Bryson Hill, so that's pretty efficient. This one is a very high pooch kick by Clay Walters. It's going to be caught at the 32. They're going to try to bounce it out to the right side and hit out of bounds. Big hit delivered by number 26 for Paulding County, Osei Evans, the sophomore. Good return by the Rome Wolves.
Absolutely, yeah.
And they're going to have great field position.
Yeah, it kind of seems no matter what we try to do, they're going to – I don't know if they've had anything except that maybe the very first one where they had to fair catch it. But other than that, this might have been their worst field position on a kickoff, and it's on the 43-yard line.
So out come the Wolves here. They have it 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. A tight end on the left as well. They will run it on first down with Bryson Hill right between the tackles all the way to the 50, still fighting. They'll call forward progress there. It's a gain of 7, and it makes it 2nd down and 3. Bryson Hill, 8 carries, 94 yards.
Yeah, you see Coach Brown trying to fire up this defense. You know, right now, like I said, their pass coverage is really phenomenal. They're just struggling right now with stopping that run.
4.5 to play here in the first half. They give it to Hill. He's off to the races up the right sideline. The 20, the 10, he's in. Touchdown, Bryson Hill. 50 yards. That's how quick this Rome offense can score.
Yeah, it's just struggling. Their offensive line is doing a really good job coming off the ball, getting these holes. And Hill does such a good job of getting through the line. He runs through the line hard. And did a good job right there. Just was able to cut it as soon as he got to the line, got the ball, was able to cut to the right, get to the edge, and he was off to the races.
30-13 pending this extra point from Alex Chunn. Right now it's a 16-point game. Good snap, good hold. His kick, curving, and it goes through. It looks like no. They're going to say it was no good. So it'll stay a 2-possession game, 29-13 as Alex Chunn unable to convert the point after. 4 minutes and 17 seconds to go here in the first half. So far, Steve, Paulding County really hasn't been able to stop this Rome offense outside of that first possession, but you're able to put up some points here.
Yeah, you know, they're playing well. They're staying in it, and that's the biggie. They're not getting blown out. They're not quitting. They're not hanging their heads down. they've just got to figure a way. And Coach Brown does such a great job with this defense. They'll come back next half. He'll make some adjustments. Coach Spence will make some adjustments. And you'll see some differences. They've just got to keep playing like they're playing. This is a talented group of receivers, and they've really held them, done a good job coverage right there. They've just got to make sure that special teams and defense really steps up next half.
Do want to remind everybody that if you want to tune in to the Adairsville game, they're playing a big game. They're hosting Lakeview Fort Oglethorpe. And the Tigers trying to shore up a 3 seed in the playoffs if they win tonight. That game here on the Mountain Coast Network. They kick it off to J.P. Pruitt, catches it at the 25, advances it to the 32 before he's knocked out of bounds by the Wolves kick coverage team. Paulding County's offense will be back out onto the field here in just a moment. And they're going to try to score again quickly as the last possession saw a 76-yard touchdown pass from Braden Malden all the way down the field to Khalil Jones.
Yeah, they definitely have that. They have that ability. There's no doubt about it. It's just a matter of being able to good routes by the receivers and giving Malden time to look at the check downs that he has.
Patriot offense led out there by the senior quarterback Braden Malden. You know, the younger brother of Brantley Malden, who set so many records here at Paulding County, Steve, but yep. Braden has held his own and done a great job also.
Absolutely.
He'll throw it on 1st and 10. That same screen for Khalil Jones. Jones thrown down out of bounds at the 35. Big hit by number 52, Jaron Griffin.
Yeah, another just a quick hit, trying to get a real quick wide receiver screen. It's been good for them. They've gained yardage on it every time they've run it, so for the most part. So just again, like a quick hit, trying to get it out of bounds.
Griffin, a very heralded name in Floyd County for high school football. Has several brothers playing college ball right now. Gain of 3 on 1st down. It makes it 2nd and 7 here for Paulding County. A pump fake. He's going to go long. Chardavon high points it, brings it down just across midfield. He gets it all the way to the 46-yard line.
That was such a great play. Again, they pumped that wide receiver screen, and it drew that defensive back enough to give Chardavon, who was the inside receiver, enough time to get down the field on the numbers, and the safety couldn't quite get over in time. That was a really, really well-executed play.
19 yards and another 1st down for the blue and white. Twins left, Twins right. Paulding County trails it 29-13. Just under 4 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Malden in the pistol. He gets a snap. Looking left side, he's going to throw a screen. It's Frederick Sumlin. Sumlin going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. He may have even lost a yard, and he stepped out of bounds a yard shy. That time he called it about 6 or 7 yards in the backfield and just not much going.
No, there wasn't. Again, throwing to the wide side, that's a tough throw to be able to get a whole lot of yardage right there.
One player we have not seen this evening.
That was Chardavon, wasn't it?
Sumlin, number 10, on the far side.
It was just a tough play. That throw behind is hard to kind of get a lot of yards to it. It puts them in a bind right here, 2nd down.
2nd and long, 2nd and 11. Play action. Slant near side, caught by Khalil Jones, hangs on through a tough hit. He gets it up to the 41.
Yeah, Hill's doing a good job. He's trying to read it and come up, but one of the things these receivers, Jones did a good job that time, is he's getting his body in between the defender and the ball and was able to – they do a good job of catching the ball with their hands too instead of relying on the pads. But he did a good job getting his body there, kind of shielded now, and so Hill couldn't get in there and knock that out.
So far, 27 pass attempts for Braden Malden. And
double move's coming soon. It has to, because they're jumping those routes.
No doubt about it. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. He's going to throw it left side, and it's caught on an in route that time by David Okoye up to the 35.
Yeah,
pickup of 6.
Yep. Good, another good throw and catch.
Gets it up to the 35, just converting when they have to on this drive.
Well, it's like I said again, and I just big shout out to that offensive line. They're doing a lot better job right now. They're holding their own. They're keeping the Rome from being able to penetrate past that line of scrimmage. But I'm looking for some slant or looking for some stunts or some blitzes right here. Try to mix it up a little bit for Rome because Paulding County's been able to move the ball pretty much at will right now when they're throwing.
Malden in the pistol here, awaiting the snap. He gets it.
Big
rush. He throws as he's getting hit. Wide open man. Touchdown, Paulding County. Franzier Chardavon was all by his lonesome at the 7-yard line, and he walks in for 6.
I don't know if I can explain to you how amazing that play right there was on both sides. A little bit of a hitch move. They tried to jump that route. When they did, Chardavon just blew past them. Malden was there was a blitz coming on that blind side. He didn't even see him. He was untouched, and as soon as Malden let go, he was leveled. But what a phenomenal throw. Hung it out there just enough, let Chardavon run under it. Man, that was just really, really well executed, and beautiful job right there of Malden hanging tough in there.
That makes it 29-19. Paulding County not electing to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to take the points here, and Clay Walters puts the extra point through. That makes it a 9-point difference, 29-20 your score. 2:29 to go in the first half. That's a big play.
It is, and we've talked about big plays going against Paulding County with those kickoffs, but you could say just about the same thing. The thing that what's killing Rome right now are the 2 big plays from Paulding County, those 2 big passes that they're allowing to happen, and they're trying to jump routes. They're trying to make sure that they're keeping those, and that's what they do. When they throw those short routes, it can get irritating as a defense, and so sometimes they try to make a play and force something to happen, and Paulding County's just hitting, and then when they find in the right spot, they're hitting those deep routes, and it's just really, really well executed right now.
Want to, as always, thank all the people here at Paulding County High School. Big thanks to them for all the support this season. And thank you to everybody tuning in on this Friday night in Dallas. Here's an onside kick. Clay Walters kicks it. It's going to swim out of bounds and not able to recover it. Liam Jeffries was running down the near sideline, and he was maybe a step and a half too late.
Now, that was a smart – they had Jeffries out wide right here. Everybody else was kind of tight. And Walters tried to hit it right here on this sideline to allow Jeffries time to get over there and recover it, and just a little strong pushing it out of bounds. We shout out to Coach Umbry Brown all the time, and tonight I want to give a big shout out to Trent Thompson, who is the offensive coordinator. He's had some, again, just a well-executed play a well-executed game plan right now that they're being really, really patient. A lot of short routes, a lot of quick routes, a lot of quick throws, and then picking their moments to hit those deep ones, keeping them in the game.
After that kickoff out of bounds, Rome has it 1st and 10 from their own 35. They'll come out with trips right, 1 receiver to the left, Fountain in the gun, and to his left is Hill. They run it with Hill. Hill off right tackle. Cuts upfield, and Chris Core there to welcome him. He gains up to the 40, check that, up to the 39, but Chris Core comes up and gives him a big bear hug and slams him down.
Yeah, absolutely. Such a good job right there of just pushing that, dragging that, pushing them outside. He tried to have a cutback. Good job by the linebacker to fill that spot and to have a minimal gain once he got past the line, through the line.
29-20, Rome on top. Last couple of minutes of the first half. Fountain pressured, got a hand on him, and he's sacked. Way back inside his own 30. That was Timmy Odubimi.
What a phenomenal job. They ran a little stunt, little crossing stunt, it looked like, man, and that was a great job. 2 of them back there. And great job, great hand strength, really, because he was able to just grab him one arm.
It's a loss of 10. Huge hit there by Odubimi. It makes it 3rd down and 16, Steve.
Absolutely. This is huge right here. If we hold them right here, forces a pump, we've still got some time for something to happen. But we can't think ahead. We have got to keep coverage right here. We got to keep pressure on Fountain.
They've got trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Defense looks stacked to the far side, though. Might need to switch up some guys. They're going to blitz.
Yep.
He throws it to screen on the far side. They're going to get it to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. Odubimi on the tackle once again. They gained 7, and now it's 4th down.
Again, a phenomenal job. Defense is stepping up, man. I'm telling you, that was such a good job of getting through those blocks, getting to the receiver, and they were just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage, or really right past the line of original line of scrimmage.
Number 6, Khalil Jones. His reception on the last drive sets a single-season receiving record for the Patriots. That was Khalil's 68th reception on the season.
How about that?
Congratulations to number 6, Khalil Jones.
And only a junior, Khalil Jones, setting the school record for receptions in a season. It's been a heck of a year, and Jones with 10 catches tonight.
Well, we'll tell you, too, that they can't fall asleep right here. They can't just assume it's going to be a punt. I'm expecting it, but Rome, Coach Reed's we know he's extremely smart, but they also take advantage of the situation, and right now they're kind of looking to see kind of how Paulding County is setting up, it almost looks like, so you can't just guarantee that it's going to be a punt. There might be something. They're hurrying up and getting to the ball.
Now Paulding County bringing their guys in. Corey Gardhigh, the punter, standing at his own 22. It's a good snap to him. Big pressure coming on him. He sends a great punt away. It's a high booming punt, and Chardavon falls down to catch it again. He fair catches it at the 27, maybe the 26, and that's where Paulding County will take over. They've got some time, though, Steve.
They do have time. That was a really good punt, by the way. That was it carried a lot, and Chardavon did a good job of staying under it. But yeah, they still have some time, and like I said, with this offense, and they have a lot of their plays are quick outs or deep outs even, but they're sideline routes that they can run. And I'm not sure how many timeouts they have.
Just one.
Paulding County has only one timeout, so that's going to be a little bit of throws a little bit of a wrench into it. But again, they have enough really good out routes, sideline routes that they can run to try to move this ball down the field and look for a quick hit.
We'll see. The Patriots do not get the ball to start out the second half. Rome will, so you'd like a score here to make it a one-possession game. Malden to throw. Out route near side, caught by Jones. He's up to the 32 and out of bounds. That's a nice pickup of about 6 or 7 yards on first down.
Yeah, now again, receivers do such a good job. That looked like he was going to run a go, cut it off really, really sharply, and good throw. Again, that's just a timing route. The ball was in the air before he even made his cut. And a good job of concentrating, catching it, getting out of bounds, saving that time. Offensive line, again, I'm sorry.
No,
Logan offensive line is still doing a great job because they're blitzing. They ran a little blitz that time.
Got to limit them. They're going to throw on a slant left side. It's Khalil Jones across the 40. First down and 10 for Paulding County.
You can afford to do that. You're still over a minute. You can afford to kind of run that. Time's going to stop. They're quick to get to the ball.
12 yards, and do they spike it? Let's see. Did they call timeout or did they spike it?
Well, they haven't really called anything. That was odd.
26 seconds
because they were
to
trying
go,
to do something, and really Rome defender lunged at the ball. It should have been either offsides or something, but they almost like a do-over.
They stopped the clock either way with 26 seconds to go here in the first half.
I think they were just saying the ball wasn't set. The official hadn't set the ball officially yet, but.
Bringing a man in motion here, Paulding County left to right. It's the blocker, Cordell. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Malden to throw. He's going long for Okoye, and it one hops it to him. That time it was kind of in between Chardavon and Okoye.
Yeah,
here
I wonder
on the
if there was a
sideline.
miscommunication because normally they're going to have receivers that are about 5 yards from each other. They ran almost the same route.
They'll bring out the extra blocker, Cordell. They bring in an extra receiver in Frederick Sumlin. Patriots have it. 22 seconds to go here in the first half. It's 3rd down and 10, ball on their own 43-yard line.
We saw in warm-ups where Clay Walters was hitting a 50-yarder, but they're going to have to get some yardage here to give him an opportunity to do that.
They're going to try to do just that. Malden going to air it out left side, and it's caught. Khalil Jones inside the 30.
Wow.
And a flag is down back at the 42.
Is it hold? Yeah.
Indeed it is. And that wipes it off, and that was a huge play for Paulding County.
Great catch right there by Jones, but yeah, nullified by that holding penalty.
And the rest of the offense just now seeing it.
Wow.
Braden Malden talking with a Rome defender right now, number 7, Jalen White, a couple of seniors who have played in the same region for several years. A lot of mutual respect.
Yeah, exactly what I was about to say. Yeah, they're gonna put a lot. They're gonna have almost a prevent defense back, and they'll at least probably have 2 safeties deep. Well, they're not as deep as I thought they were going to be.
Safety's only about 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. Yeah. They might back them up now.
They need to. but that's good for us.
Only 15 seconds to play here in the first half.
Now, the
Paulding County with one timeout.
Flip side of this, you got to be really, really careful. You can't get greedy and try to force something into having an opportunity for a pick six.
Trips right, one receiver to the left.
Trying to find defensively either Griffin or Bullard. They're the ones they like rushing from that.
Now, Paulding County's going to take a knee. They say they're happy with it, and that's a smart decision.
Smart move.
Take a 9-point game into the locker room. That's what the Patriots choose to do. 29-20. Rome on top here at halftime, but Paulding County not going to go away quietly. Steve, very entertaining first half, and Paulding County hanging tight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, hats off to both offense and defense of Paulding County right now. They're playing really well. Defense have made some really good stops. Offense have made some big plays when they need to, but not only that, the offensive line has stepped up here these last few possessions and really given Malden time to make his throws.
So we'll see what happens and what kind of adjustments the Patriots are going to take into consideration here at halftime. We're going to step aside as Paulding County's band and Rome's band, the Pride of Paulding and the Sound of the Seven Hills, are going to perform here at halftime on senior night at Dave Hardin Stadium. Your score midway through, Rome 29 and Paulding County 20. We'll step aside and be back with more after this.
When the Shorter Hawks football team hits the road, the Mountain Coast Network broadcast team heads to Automax. Corey Rhodes and his crew have the right vehicle for us to travel across the southeast from the mountains of upstate South Carolina to the Gulf Coast on the Florida Panhandle. Wherever you are headed, Automax has the car, SUV, van, or bus that you need. Call Automax today at 706-291-0600 or visit them online at automaxrental.com/Rome.
At Logical Systems, we take the time to ensure your network is tailored to perform at the highest capacity. Whether upgrading your structured cabling or implementing new technology, Logical Systems helps your organization stay on the cutting edge of an ever-evolving market. Give Logical Systems a call today at 706-234-9896 for your network solutions.
At First Bank Mortgage, we help others get to a better place. Your better place might be a yard for your kids or a bigger home for your growing family. Maybe it's just to refinance your current mortgage. Whatever your better place is, First Bank Mortgage will help you get there. Call 706-232-9458. Voted Best Mortgage Lender 2 years in a row. First Bank Mortgage, 338 West 3rd Street, Rome. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS ID 472433. First Bank Mortgage, helping you get to your better place.
At Georgia Power, our customers are at the center of everything we do. We're investing in technology to increase the resiliency of our power grid, expanding our infrastructure to shorten outage and repair time, and providing a cleaner, more diverse fuel mix with solar and nuclear energy. We're working hard to keep energy at a cost 15% below the national average while maintaining the highest levels of customer service and satisfaction. With reliable energy, the future is in your hands. Learn more at georgiapower.com/reliability.
And we're back here at Dave Hardin Stadium. As you can hear in the background, the sounds of the Seven Hills, the Rome High School Marching Band doing a great job with their halftime performance. Got a couple of great bands here playing at halftime, Steve. We have two great football teams going at it. And as always, the Pride of Paulding showing out. Rome bringing their band for tonight's matchup, the Sounds of the Seven Hills, an award-winning band also. And great to see them out here doing their thing at halftime. Rome leading 29-20, but it's a game where, you know, Steve, right now you feel pretty good if you're Paulding County because it could be so much worse right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Only down by 9 points. You got to be so proud of the resolve by the guys there late in that first half to outscore the Wolves and take it into, you know, a two-possession game into the locker room.
Absolutely. When you're taking it, it's a 9-point lead. And so, yeah, man, you're feeling really good about it. However, that's always your challenge as a coach is because you want them to feel good. You want them to understand that they're playing well, but there are things to fix. And they need to take care of those, just like Rome's going to try to fix some things as well. They're going to try to get their passing game going. They're running the ball real well. Paulding County's going to have to try to stop that run. And so there's, you want to be encouraging, but you also know you got some things to work on for this upset to take place.
Now, unfortunately, we don't have any other scores of other games going on right now, but as far as the region standings go, Steve, here's what really matters. If Rome wins tonight, they're your region champions. Simple as that.
Absolutely.
If they lose tonight, that's how it can get interesting. That's how Carrollton could creep in and take the region title. And if I'm not mistaken, if Rome loses tonight and Carrollton and South Paulding win, Rome would be a 3 seed. So they'd be traveling in the first round. So not ideal for the Wolves, but still they lead it by 9 points here at the break. By no means are they, really in danger right now. But Paulding County is kind of in that mood where they're hanging around with them, and maybe they can have a chance to strike in that second half and come back.
Oh, yeah, and I think it's one of those things to where, it could be Rome was over the players were kind of overlooking Paulding County. But I don't want to take anything away from Paulding County. Coaches had a good game plan. Like I said, both Thompson and Brown had a great game plan. Coach Spence, and they've come in and done a great job of working it. It's just an extremely good Rome team, but you're with them, and that's what you want to preach to them at halftime. Is guys, you're playing with one of the best teams in the state. You've got to keep playing. You got to elevate your game. You got to execute properly. You got to execute well. Do the things that you're taught to do. Trust your guys beside you. And just keep playing hard.
Steve, had the chance to, speak with Braden Malden here this year. We've had the chance to speak with also head coach Van Spence. He's told us how much he thinks of Braden Malden. And you heard in the pregame interview, Coach Spence said that they're going to throw everything they've got tonight. You have no reason not to.
Right.
And that Braden's arm might get tired. How about this in the first half? 317 passing yards.
Wow.
And we're a half into the game.
Well, the thing about it is he's earned them all. I mean, there wasn't just, hey, it wasn't like a Tom Brady, this year I'm going to sit back and give me 7 or 8 seconds. I mean, he's had to make quick decisions, and he's made those. Great job again, coming in with a great game plan. It's getting rid of the ball quickly, and it's been working. They're getting 5-6 yards every time on those quick, either a slant or the quick wide receiver screens. And then they're taking advantage of the opportunities they have to hit deep. And so just really textbook right now of what they're doing offensively.
Here's his stats at halftime. 24 completions, 32 attempts, 317 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. He had a stretch of about 8 or 9 passes in a row that were completed there late in that first half. Malden showing out right now. There's not been a lot of a running game so far for Paulding County. You've got 5 yards on 5 carries by Gavin Van Dyke, and everybody else is in the negative in that department. But the good thing is Paulding County has come out, and they're struggling running the ball, but right now they're really exploiting this Wolves secondary.
Yeah.
They're not being able to stay with these receivers.
Well, and we've seen that throughout the year with different teams. We saw it with South Paulding. We saw it at spurts from Carrollton. We've seen it. This is a offensive heavy region, and Paulding County fits in there. They've got some explosive plays in their arsenal. They have receivers that can execute. They got a quarterback that definitely can execute those, and so you cannot take anybody for granted. And right now they're doing a good job. Like I said, they're just being patient. They're taking what Rome's giving them, and it's frustrating as a defense sometimes, and I think that's why you're seeing they're trying to jump routes, and they're picking – Paulding County has made those moments to be able to hit double moves or hit little hitch routes, go routes, and Malden's seeing them really well and making those plays. And again, hats off to the offensive line for giving him opportunity to do that.
Looking at the receiving stats for the Patriots, you've got 11 catches, 136 yards for Khalil Jones at the break, 9 receptions, 106 yards for David Okoye, and 3 catches, 76 yards for Francier Chardavon. As for the Rome Wolves, you look at this Rome offense that hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities, Steve, to get drives going because, number 1, special teams has been phenomenal. Number 2, Bryson Hill has been phenomenal. He's scoring, he's had a 60-yard touchdown run and a 50-yard touchdown run. Here at halftime, he's got 10 carries, 148 yards, 3 scores on the ground, and I think 1 on a kick return as well. He's been phenomenal so far.
Oh, absolutely. Amazing. And you've heard, too, where they've talked about, you got Jones that has made the record-setting receptions, and again, you can't say enough about how well these receivers are. And I'm going to get sidetracked right here, but that was a phenomenal performance by the band right there. A little 300 action, it looked like, and almost a kind of a cross between a band performance and a theatrical performance. It was just really, really well done. But, yeah, again, they've just got to keep doing what they're doing. And I know they're going to make adjustments right here this half, and I'm looking forward to a second half.
Continuing to look at the stats for Rome, Reese Fountain has not had many opportunities yet. He's 2 for 5 passing for 13 yards, but when you have a great special teams and when you have a great running back, you don't have to throw all that many passes.
Right, you're exactly right. And that's what they're doing right now. I mean, he's running the ball extremely well. He's playing. He's tough. He's hard to bring down, and it's hard to do too because he's also having to come back out and play defensive back. But yeah, Bryson Hill's the real deal.
Also wanted to mention Martell Height, 2 catches, 13 yards in that first half. Looking at total yardage, Paulding County with 317 passing yards, negative 18 rushing yards for 299 total yards in the first half. And Rome comes in with 142 on the ground, 13 through the air for 155 total. So, Steve, we're sitting here at halftime, still plenty of time to chop it up and talk it over, but what does Paulding County have to do when we start out this second half?
Well, they need to they first of all have to figure out a way to stop the run. With Rome's run game right now is pretty much doing what they moving their wheel on them. They're doing whatever they can do and need to do right now. They've got to be able to fill lanes. They got to be able to try to meet him in the holes instead of trying to give it him. Right now, he's getting to the second, even third level pretty quickly, and sometimes without even being touched. So they got to work on that, which they will. They've got to try to make sure special teams is shored up because right now their special teams play as far as kickoff return mainly has really hurt them. Rome's run one back. They've ran one back to the 10-yard line. And then I think they started on their own 40 one time. So they're getting good position or good field position on those kickoffs. They've got to work on that. And then other than that, though, it's just keep playing, keep executing, keep the ball. They've done a great job. They hadn't had any turnovers, close to one the very first play of the game, but it wasn't. And they've done a good job since then.
Well, we're about to step aside. The Pride of Paulding Marching Band about to do their thing here at halftime. We'll come back in just a moment. You're listening to Paulding County Patriots football presented by Georgia Highlands College here on the Mountain Coast Network. Patriots trail at 29-20 here at halftime.
When it comes to college, you don't have to pay more to get more. Georgia Highlands College offers more value at the price you want. More focus on your goals. More preparation for your future. More help navigating your path to success. And with more in-person, remote, and hybrid class options than ever before, you don't have to pay more for the same classes you can get right here at home. Start taking charge of your future and let us show you how to pay less and get more today. Visit highlands.edu. That's highlands.edu.
It doesn't matter if you're a weekend warrior or a star under the local lights. Sometimes it's just not that easy to bounce up and walk it off. That's why Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab is here to keep you healthy on and off the field. Our licensed and certified therapists and trainers provide quality health care designed to get you back on your feet as quickly as possible. And our urgent care offices are conveniently located where you work and play. Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab offers the experience and technology needed to get you back in the game. Find out more at floyd.org.
If another crisis happens, will your job be secure? Find a career path where you are essential. Georgia Northwestern Technical College offers programs of study in business, health, industrial, and public service at 6 convenient campus locations. Take day, evening, or online classes to get your degree, diploma, or certificate. Apply now. Visit us on the web at gntc.edu. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Be essential.
When in Rome, be sure to stop by your Martha Berry Highway or East Rome McDonald's after the game. They're open 24 hours in the lobby and drive-thru to serve you. And remember, they serve fresh, scratch-made buttermilk biscuits and $1.29 any size coffee, hot or iced, along with $1 any size soft drinks and sweet tea. Download the McDonald's app for great deals and earn loyalty and rewards points for every purchase toward free food. Your Martha Berry and East Rome McDonald's are proud supporters of Northwest Georgia's students and athletes.
Welcome back to Dave Hardin Stadium. Logan Maddox and Steve Turrentine with you on the Mountain Coast Network. We're at halftime where Rome leads Paulding County 29-20 here in the 2021 finale for the Patriots. Paulding County with a very good second quarter, Steve, able to battle back a little bit and making it a 9-point difference as we head into the locker room. Still a lot of game left, but it's been a very fun one so far.
Oh, absolutely has. And you know, Paulding, when Rome scored, it could, to make it, they were almost 3 possessions down. It could have gone either way, but Paulding County fought back. They scored on a deep. That was one of the. I think that was the one to Khalil Jones. They made a long touchdown there, put them right back in it, and they stayed there. They kept that thing to 2 possessions, and and really I call it kind of a short 2 possessions. It is 2 possessions, but it's 9 points. And so it's just remarkable what they're doing right now.
Well, Steve, we're here at halftime. While we have a second of downtime, I do want to say big shout out to my alma mater, Cedartown, in a region title game tonight, taking on Heritage.
Yep.
Everybody picking the Generals for the upset. 42-0 Cedartown at halftime.
Wow.
Dogs on their way to winning their second straight title.
Yep.
Just wanted to fit that in there. But, you know, here at halftime we do it every week, Steve. We've not only talked about this game and the other games in the area that we were keeping an eye on, but how about college games this weekend? Big slate, a lot of fun games to kick back, relax, and turn on.
Yeah, absolutely. And then for, you know, top-ranked Georgia, you've got some – it's not as you don't go in it with a lot of the same surety as you have before. There's a couple of starters that are going to be out on that defensive unit, and so that kind of – if you're playing, that gives them gives you a little bit of confidence, thinking, hey, we may be able to penetrate this defense right here. But yeah, there's a lot of good games on the slate tonight or tomorrow. Looking forward to that.
Well, you know, talking about Georgia, number 1 team in the land, the Bulldogs are in action tomorrow at noon on ESPN. They are hosting the Missouri Tigers. And you're right, some of those questions about the Georgia defense is because Adam Anderson, star linebacker, is currently being investigated for a possible rape. Now, charges have not been filed yet, and of course, him and his attorney, he's come out and denied it. But he has been suspended, which is pretty par for the course until, you know, they get all the facts, which is understandable by Georgia. And, of course, it goes without saying we're hoping that everything works out for all parties involved, Steve.
Right,
but,
absolutely.
You know, Anderson, that is, Adam, a Rome native, very talented Wolf.
Right.
The question is, for Paulding County, does that allow playing time for Smile Munden, who's a freshman at UGA, same position? He may get some reps this weekend in a big SEC game.
Yeah, you just don't know what that depth chart looks like. I know that, you know, they could easily move some people around, but yeah, that is I think that is a question that is out there right now of who's going to fill that position. I think they also have, is it 1 or 2 that might be either a COVID list or something that's keeping them from playing.
Well, Georgia hosting Missouri in Athens tomorrow. That one kicking off again at noon on ESPN. Another SEC game we're watching tomorrow at noon, one that I'm going to be watching for sure, Liberty at number 16, Ole Miss.
Yeah.
You've got Ole Miss taking on former head coach Hugh Freeze and the Liberty Flames at noon on the SEC Network. There's a lot of drama in that game. That one's going to get heated.
Yeah.
Obviously, no love lost between Freeze and the Ole Miss faithful.
Right.
The student section is going to give him heck. Get ready for the college game day signs. Get ready for the signs in the crowd. It's going to be hilarious for everybody that doesn't have the last name Freeze.
Anytime Kiffin is involved too, you're going to have a kind of waiting to see what happens there too.
Well, knowing Lane, he'll probably come out with a sign.
That's
it wouldn't shock me.
That wouldn't surprise me either, to be honest with you.
Liberty at Ole Miss, noon on the SEC Network. The big game in the conference tomorrow, the only game with 2 ranked teams, number 13 Auburn at number 14 Texas A&M. The Tigers with a big win over Ole Miss last week, rolling in to take on a tough Texas A&M team that upset Alabama a few weeks ago. Auburn has never lost at Kyle Field. They'll try to keep that up tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. kickoff on CBS. What are your thoughts on that matchup?
I tell you, I think that's. I feel like Auburn's playing really, really well right now. They have, even in their losses, they played well. So I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a good game. It's just hard. Texas A&M is extremely good, and it's hard to take them, count them out either. So I think a lot of it's going to depend on quarterback play.
Another game tomorrow afternoon in the SEC play. Number 17, Mississippi State at Arkansas. That one at 4 p.m. on the SEC Network. Mississippi State right now leading the country with more ranked wins than anybody, which is shocking. Not something we would have expected at this point in the season. But going into a hostile territory to take on the Razorbacks, that's going to be another battle, 4 p.m. tomorrow. Fun game we'll keep our eye on. One that is usually the game of the year, everybody says it, not this year. LSU at Alabama, the second-ranked Tide, hoping to roll over LSU in Tuscaloosa. Night game tomorrow, 7 p.m. on ESPN. Some more SEC games. Tennessee trying to pull the upset of number 18 Kentucky at the old grocery store, Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. 7 p.m. kickoff on ESPN2. And then the night game, Florida at South Carolina, 7:30 on the SEC Network in Columbia. Matt Fry, he's a freshman kicker at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech making the long drive down to Miami. I'm telling you, Steve, of all the places that you'd hate to be in the country right now when it's cold, wouldn't you just hate to be in Miami?
I was going to say, that would just really be suffering there, wouldn't you?
Oh, you know it. That game starts at 12:30 tomorrow on Valley Sports South. Georgia Southern is hosting 21st ranked Coastal Carolina. That one's 6 p.m. tomorrow down in Statesboro. You hear the crowd giving their applause to the Paulding County Marching Band, the pride of Paulding. They have done a phenomenal job this year. Much respect to the gentlemen and ladies participating in the band this season. A+ and a great job. Some more games tomorrow, one including a former Patriot. It's Jacksonville State hosting Abilene Christian. The Gamecocks trying to bounce back. That one starts at 2 p.m. tomorrow on ESPN+. And remember that Keyshawn Jackson, a freshman receiver for JSU, trying to get some playing time tomorrow. Jacksonville State having some tough times out there right now. But they're trying to turn it around, though, Steve.
Yeah, they are, and they've been in the last few games, but they just can't seem to get over that hump.
And, you know, I say tough times. They're playing tough competition.
They are.
How about the news that broke today? They accepted an invitation to go D1. They're heading to Conference USA.
Yep. yes, they are. I don't know. I understand why they're doing it. It's just they're going to have to buckle up.
And, of course, legendary voice of the Gamecocks, Mike
Harris.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's the voice of the Wolves. He's a couple of booths over from us. Got to see him. And, you know, he said everybody's really excited about it.
Yeah, that's what,
of course, teams usually take some lumps when you move up to D1 at first, but it pays off in the long run. So much respect to the Gamecocks and best of luck to them as they make the transition here in the next couple of years. Talking about one team in the state here, Kennesaw State, they are FCS, and as far as we know, they're going to stay FCS, and they're heading up to Pittsburgh this weekend to take on Robert Morris. Noon kickoff tomorrow on ESPN+. Then the game here on the Mountain Coast Network tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's Shorter hosting Erskine up at Barron Stadium in Rome. 12:30 p.m. airtime and 1 p.m. kickoff here on the Mountain Coast Network. Former Paulding County offensive lineman Nehemiah Bing, he's a senior at Shorter, and they're going to try to get a big win. Almost upset Delta State last week.
Yeah.
Lost 14-13. Hate it for the Hawks and hope that Shorter can bounce back and get a big win tomorrow at home. Some more games in the area. Berry at Rhodes, 2 p.m. That one over in Memphis, Tennessee. And then Reinhardt, it's their senior day on Saturday. They host Union of Kentucky at 4 p.m. As for some Paulding alumni, Silas Modisett, the defensive back for Austin Peay, they're hosting Eastern Illinois tomorrow, 3 p.m. on ESPN+. Tony Lazaruka, running back at Mars Hill, they are hosting Tusculum, not sure.
I'm not sure about that one.
Either way, good luck Mars Hill, I suppose. 1 p.m. on Saturday. Fabian Jika and Benedictine, they're traveling to Evangel University of Missouri. That one 2 p.m. tomorrow. And then Lamar Adams, a 2018 graduate of Paulding County. He's a receiver. Him and Guilford, the Quakers, they're hosting Emory and Henry at 1 p.m. tomorrow up in North Carolina. And then finally a couple of Patriot alumni playing on Sunday. Antonio Gandy Golden, him and the Washington football team, going to be playing host to Tampa Bay. Tom Brady and the Bucks, rolling into Washington, to the nation's capital. That one 1 p.m. Sunday on Fox. I said Bucks because earlier when I was typing it out, I typed in Pats because I was thinking Tom Brady.
Exactly.
And I was like, nope, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And then finally, Deontay Ruffin, member of the Bears practice squad. The Bears playing on Monday night against the Steelers in Pittsburgh. That one 8:15 p.m. kickoff on ESPN. Well, Steve, we just got a few seconds left here until the second half will begin. What is Paulding County going to have to do?
Well, Paulding County is going to have to come out and continue to put the pressure on them offensively. they're going to have to figure out a way to stop the run and stop the leaks that they have on special teams, especially kickoff return. But it's doable, and we've seen it happen all year. We've seen them step up. We've seen them make adjustments. I'm expecting that to happen. They're going to jump out on defense right away. Again, they're going to have to kick off, and so we're going to see real quickly how we've done on the kickoff return. We're going to kind of see if they're going to make adjustments by where they place the ball on kickoff to try to keep it out of those dangerous receivers and running back that they have that are back in the back, or they're just going to have to try to make sure they're staying in lanes and that kind of thing. So I'm curious to see what they do there, what choice they decide to make.
Well, Paulding County back out onto the field to start out the second half of play. Rome leading 29-20 as we start the third quarter here in Dallas. Senior night at Dave Hardin Stadium, 1 half down. You got 24 minutes left in the 2021 season.
God, that sounds weird to say.
It does. This season has flown by, Steve. Every year it feels like it gets shorter and shorter, but this one, man, it sets a record. This
one's tough, too, because this has been such a great organization to be a part of. This Paulding County team that they have here, from the administrators, athletic directors, coaches, players, have just been nothing. Fans have been nothing but a pleasure to work with, and so it's going to be kind of mixed emotions for us.
Here's a pooch kick onside for Paulding County, and the Patriots got it. They recovered it. They do it again, and David Okoye falls on it. Oh, my goodness. Rome was ready for it. They were expecting it, and the Patriots still recover.
Absolutely exactly the same thing that they did first half, right at the end of the first half. They just couldn't get there, and said this time they put Okoye out there. I saw him, and I was trying to think through if he's been out there the whole time, and I couldn't remember. Still not sure, to be totally honest with you, but now we definitely know why he was right there. Very well executed. I'm going to tell you, man, Clay Walters just impresses the fire out of me, not only kicking and pressure, but that's a skill. I mean, that's hard to do. And
how about the call? You got to have some Tyler Matzik, if you know what I mean.
Love it, man.
To do an onside kick a couple of times. 1st and 10 for Paulding County from the Rome 44. Low snap to Malden. He'll throw going long, and he overthrew David Okoye. It would have been a touchdown.
Yep, had him.
Makes it 2nd and 10. Okoye got past the defensive back that time. Number 19 couldn't stay with him in coverage. That's Bryson Hill.
Well, he had to get rid of it again. That was I couldn't tell. It might have been 45 for Rome. I believe it was Alto Moore. He just bull rushed that left. I couldn't see. It might have been the left guard. I couldn't see, but he came in from his linebacker position and just bull rushed and pushed him back into Malden, and had to throw a little bit quicker than I think he wanted to.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right here. 2nd down and 10 from the Rome 44-yard line. Play action, and Malden steps up. He's going to gain yardage. He should have been blown up for a loss of about 5. He's going to fight ahead all the way to the 43. That's grit and determination.
Yeah, that was an RPO, and it was just totally it just totally blew up right there.
Well, there was no P and there was no O that
time.
No,
you're exactly right. It would just end up
being
an R and not the one you really wanted. It was a quarterback run. But Van Dyke kind of went to the wrong side, and then it just kind of went downhill from there. But he did a great job just to even break even right there.
Same formation here on 3rd and 9. They'll throw it left side. There's a first down. No, he dropped it. Couldn't hang on to it. They had Khalil Jones up at the 34. Popped out of his hands, and now it's going to be 4th and 9, and Paulding County looks like they're going to punt it away.
They're going to hate that because that was just such a well-executed onside kick to be able to get the ball back and to have to kind of turn right around and turn it over again. But I don't – there he is, okay.
Clay Walters comes out there very late. It looked like he was right in the middle of everything and then backs it up as a punter. I want to watch out.
Different formation than what we're used to seeing right now. They actually have 4 wide outs on this one side and 1 on the far side.
The return man set up at his own 10. Walters will punt it away, and this one a great punt. It's going to be fair caught right around the 11-yard line by number 4, Martell Height.
Great job.
And that's where the Wolves will have it. Paulding County's offense stalls out after recovering that onside kick, and now it's up to the defense.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
We'll see if this Patriot defense, who had just 1 stop in that first half, if they can stop this Rome offense. Well, they had 2 stops. They had a 4th down stop late in the first half. They had one in the first quarter as well. Reese Fountain jogs out along with the rest of this Wolves offensive unit. He'll come out with Bryson Hill to his left, a tight end on the left side, a tight end on the right side, 2 receivers to the right. In the gun, it's Fountain, hands it off to Hill. Hill still fighting for yardage across the 15. He'll get knocked down at around the 16-yard line. They'll say that's a gain of 3, second down and 7.
Bryson Hill on the carry. Tackle after a gain of 3.
Already better. That's the exact same play. It's almost like starts off kind of as a dive, but they give it to him deep in the backfield enough to where he can make a cut. He's been kind of bouncing it to the outside quickly and getting a lot of yards right there, but that time they were able to stop him after a couple of yard gain.
3 receivers to the right, a tight end to the left. Play action. They're going to throw it right side. Caught a high pass, and he is going to be knocked down close to the 20. Couldn't tell who the receiver is over there. Maybe number 36 on the catch for Rome. Coming up and grabbing it, Josh Ellard, the junior. And he'll get it up to the 19-yard line, gain of 3 more. Sets up a 3rd down and 3. Paulding County almost jumping off sides that time, just able to stay behind the line of scrimmage. They have trips left and a tight end on the right side. Reese Fountain in the gun and Bryson Hill behind him into his left. The snap, play action, left side, got Ellard coming open, almost intercepted. Francier Chardavon kicking himself. It is going to be 4th down, but that one should have been a pick 6 the other way.
You can't, I mean, if you had to pick anybody out there to have that ball thrown and to have that opportunity, it would have been Chardavon, just about as short-handed as you're going to get. And they did a good job of jumping that route and just couldn't quite hold on to it.
So Rome will punt it away. Corey Gardhigh on to do the duties to return for Paulding County. It's Francier Chardavon at his own 45. This one another spiraling punt from Gardhigh. It'll hit at midfield, and it's going to take a Rome roll inside the 40, still rolling to the 35, and it's going to be down to right around the 31-yard line. So a great punt there by Gardhigh, but a good stand by Paulding County's defense.
Absolutely it was.
Patriots get the ball back down 29-20. Here with 9:31 to go in the first half, or in the third quarter. Sorry, still thinking first half, but third quarter. Big stand. And Chardavon saying, I should have had a touchdown on defense. Let's see if I can get one on offense now.
Exactly.
He comes out along with the rest of this Patriot offense. They'll have one receiver on the near side. It's David Okoye, one-on-one coverage with Bryson Hill. That's pretty tempting.
Well, they've been able to beat Hill twice. One they connected on, one they didn't. And, of course, they had another long touchdown pass, but they've been able to beat him. He's playing up not as tight as he was.
Trips left and Okoye alone on the right. Rome showing pressure. The snap to Malden, double move going for Okoye, and it's caught! How did he catch it? He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Paulding County. He caught it at the 40. Bryson Hill lost the ball.
My God.
And he ran 40 yards.
Wow.
Touchdown, Paulding County.
No, you hit the nail on the head,
Houdini.
man. They just lost it. He just lost control, and Okoye saw it the whole way, stopped his route, cut in front of Hill, made the catch, and didn't look back. One thing he did a great job of that a lot of people don't is they'll stop and kind of look, see where he is. He didn't. He just kept on going. Oh, my gosh, what a phenomenal catch. And I'm telling you, Coach Spence talked about it a little bit earlier. We've talked about it. They may have found a little kink in the armor right here.
That's a 69-yard touchdown pass. Okoye acting like Houdini out here. That one should have been intercepted, but somehow he comes away with it.
Hill never saw the ball.
The extra point is up and good by Clay Walters. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a 2-point game. 29-27. Rome is on top with 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
He never turned his head around, never saw where it was. And like I said, Okoye did a good job of stopping his route, cutting in front, and making that play. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Let's see what they got on tap for this kickoff.
What a play there by David Okoye. I don't even know what to say about this kid anymore, Steve.
Mean, well, it's not just – that's what I'm saying. It's all three of them. All three of them have made catches like that, some in multiple games, but at least one at least once this year. All three of them have made some type of catch where you're going, how did they do that? And it's just amazing concentration and obviously a lot of athletic ability, a lot of skill. Another formation that's just a tad different than what we've seen.
Rome spreading it out a lot more.
Again, still giving us some room right here.
Yeah, and they are going to onside kick it, and it's caught by Rome at the 50.
Yeah, that's still worth it. I mean, it was still a shot. If it had gotten past him, it would have been another
that time
recovery.
It was Joshua Barossi, the senior. If he doesn't catch it, yeah, you're right, Paulding County's got it. And with the way this Patriot defense has been, I mean, you know, with all due respect, Rome's had big chunk plays. I don't think you're losing a lot, you know, kicking it onside versus kicking it deep, personally.
Wait a minute, they're kicking again.
Maybe they're saying that Rome jumped early. I'm not sure. They haven't moved anything back.
Or the referee may not have blown it in play. But again, it's kind of funny. It's like that other one. There hadn't been really any explanation. It's just.
Walters the kick again for the Patriots.
So apparently that kick didn't count, so we'll see if Barossi can recover it again. Walters acts like he's going to call a timeout. They had one too few men. He runs on late.
You better get on it.
And here's the onside. They're going to kick it high on the far sideline, and it's fair caught by Barossi. No, he's going to try to return it up close to midfield. Gang tackled, and they are going to push him back and stop him right around the 47 or 48 of Rome. So that's where the Wolves will have it. That was not Barossi, excuse me. That was Martavius Collins, the tight end, who got it that time. So
he's a big old boy, isn't he?
He is.
Lord of mercy.
Yeah, that's the kid that LSU's looking at, and I can't say I blame him.
6'3", 215, man.
You know, Edo's made some mistakes at LSU, but offering that kid probably not a mistake. I think he knew what he's doing.
And that's funny. I mean, you're talking about Martell Hyatt, you're talking about Martavius Collins. I don't even know if they've been targeted.
Collins has 2 catches. Collins has 0. But then again, with the way their run game has, it's not really the quarterback's fault. Yeah. They'll come out with 2 receivers to the right, but expect a heavy dose of number 19 here. Bryson Hill, the running back in the game, to the left of Reese Fountain. No, they're going to throw here. He's going to step up in the pocket, throw across the middle, tipped and incomplete. Khalil Jones almost caught that one. It was good coverage by Francier Chardavon. Too high of a pass for number 4, Martell Hyatt.
I tell you what, I'm kind of baffled on right now. Well, that time Bryson Hill wasn't out there. But I'm really kind of baffled. They haven't run the ball. That's what they did really well first half, and they hadn't really done that. They think they did it one time that last possession. And again, he wasn't out there this time, but he is now.
Paulding County lacking a man in coverage on the far sideline. They're going to run it with Bryson Hill, and he gets it to the 50. That's it.
Good job.
That interior defense by Paulding County was ready for it. And who else? It's Timmy Odabimi.
Odabimi did such a good job of coming up from that linebacker. He filled that hole where that cutback has been. He filled it that time. He did his job, filled that position, filled that hole, and was able to make the hit. And then the game tackle, and Bryson Hill's out again.
He checks out here on 3rd down and 8. They'll come out with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Yeah, Hill comes back in and a flag. Yeah. So that's going to move Rome back even further.
Infraction called against the offense. That's going to back the ball up to the 45-yard line.
Rome leads it 29-27. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, and Rome facing a 3rd down and 13 from their own 45. Same formation, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Looks like they got maybe a stunt coming in on this side.
Bringing a man in motion right to left, it's number 3, Daniel. The low snap to Fountain, he picks it up, and he's almost sacked. He's going to step up and throw. It's caught by Daniel at the 45, but that's not enough. What a clutch tackle by Francier Chardavon. That's a gain of 8.
Another flag, though.
That should be a 4th down, yeah. You're right.
I'd be willing they're going to take that penalty because Rome could go for it because that would have put them like 4th and maybe, 5?
Yes, I think it'd be.
So I think taking that penalty to.
Well, they're going to take it. They're going to push them back and try to get better field position here, but that is a dangerous thing to do if you're Paulding County. You need a stop, though. Moves them all. Yeah, moves them all the way back to their own 26.
32 or something. What is that, really? Yeah.
32, yeah. 3rd and 32 here for this Rome offense. Twins to the left,
Here
twins
comes
to
the
the right.
blitz.
They're going to throw a screen on the near side for
We're
Height.
there.
He's
We're
up to
here.
the 30 and pushed out of bounds softly that time. No hard hit by Jalen Gandy. No hard hit needed. They take it from the 26.
I tell you, that says something. I mean, Rome's got a powerful offense, and they just kind of took the safe route. And a good hold right there again by Paulding County. Man, oh man, what a great job. They're doing such a good job. We told Coach Brown does such a good job of
these halftime adjustments.
Yeah, that's exactly what to do. Odobimi's doing a good job of filling those cutback lanes and forcing, and then we're doing a good job of gang tackling.
Corey Gardhigh with another good punt. High punt, fair caught by David Okoye inside his own 30 at around the 28-yard line.
I wonder. I don't know why I said that out loud. In my head, I was thinking, I wonder why Okoye's out there, because Stardivon's been filling them all the time. But
he's
he did
out
a good
there,
job.
so he appears to be okay. Might have just been giving Francier a break.
Who has that option?
Yeah.
I mean, here you've got a guy that's been filling it the whole time. That's not an easy thing to do, is fielding punts. And they just, we'll just give you a break. We'll put another really good one out there that we don't worry about. That's just pretty impressive.
Braden Malden.
All right, here we go.
Braden Malden, 386 passing yards so far, and we still got plenty of time in the third quarter.
I wonder if they're going to roll that safety over here to help heal a little bit. He is definitely backed up more than he was.
They're going to go with an out route on the near side. They throw it to David Okoye. He's pushed out at about the 34-yard line.
They did that time. They dropped 52. They dropped Jyrene Griffin back in coverage, and he kind of cheated on this side. He was actually there to help Hill with that, with pushing Okoye out of bounds.
7 minutes, 52 seconds to go in quarter number 3.
Up tight again, but they got a safety roll back over. They're playing a cover 2.
Rome leads at 29-27.
Smart move
Paulding
on their
County
part.
trying to battle back. They'll run it with Gavin Van Dyke, and Van Dyke goes nowhere. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Again, this run defense for the Wolves is something serious.
They're so physical. Like I tip my hat to the offensive line. That about the first half, they were getting pushed all over the place. Not the first half, excuse me. About the first quarter, they've really toughened up, giving Malden just a little bit more room, and you see what happens when they're doing that. But the run is they're doing a really good job of stuffing that.
3rd down and 5 for Paulding County. Ball on their own 34-yard line. Khalil Jones by himself on the left side. Trips to the right here for the Patriots. Malden in the pistol. Gets the snap. He's going to throw left side for Jones. Out route, and it's caught. He's got it up to the 45 and steps out of bounds. An 11-yard catch and another first down.
Again, phenomenal job. They ran an out route. The receivers do such a good job of putting their body between the ball and the defender. He broke on the ball. The defender broke on the ball, but he was almost kind of like in basketball. You're blocking out for a rebound. He just turned, put his body up against him, and he wasn't able to get through him. And just not only being able to do that, but just the concentration of making that catch, again, with their hands and not their body.
The snap to Malden. About a 10-step drop. He's going to heave it down the left sideline, and it's incomplete. Overthrew Khalil Jones there.
Yeah, it was just almost like an all-go route. You had one on the numbers on this side, one on the hash, and same thing on the other side. That was an interesting route. He tried to hit that sideline and just couldn't connect. Good coverage.
Great coverage on the far sideline by number 4, Martell Height, the junior. Rome, a 6A school that has a lot of success with guys playing both ways.
I was going to say, you got to wonder, too, if that's one of the reasons we're not seeing a lot of Hill that last possession. He was kind of running in and out, is that we're having to work hard here on defense.
2nd and 10 for the Patriots, running it up the gut. Gavin Van Dyke powers through one tackle. He gains 6 or 7 as he gets past the 50 up to the 49 of Rome.
That's a great run, really hard run. He got hit a couple of times and was able to break tackles.
By far the best run of the night by Paulding County. It's a gain of 7, 3rd down and 3 coming up. Ball at the Rome 48-yard line. Need to get it to the 45. 2 receivers and a blocker to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Cordell is the extra blocker. He's in the backfield right behind the right guard. Braden Malden, the quarterback, in the pistol. Behind him is Gavin Van Dyke.
Got a blitz on. Nope, pull back.
Malden going to pass. He throws it here on the near side in the flat for Chardavon. Too high, incomplete, and now it's going to be 4th and 3. not able to convert that third down. And we'll see what the fourth down decision is. Do you roll the dice? And the answer is no. Punter comes back out. So Clay Walters is going to try to pin the Wolves deep here on 4th down and 3. Do you try a fake here? Do you think about it? We'll check and see.
I mean, the way that it's going, I wouldn't be surprised.
4th down and 3 from Rome's 48-yard line. Clay Walters is ready to punt it away. He stands at his own 38. The return man waiting at his own 15. It's Height, and did they get it off in time? We'll see. The officials asking for the ball back.
Yeah, he made the call, but I missed it. Delay game,
so, yeah. So that'll move them back. It'll be 4th down and 8. Now you definitely punt. And it did look like they were going to punt anyway. Walters was already in his motion.
You're right.
And it might have worked out for Paulding County because he was almost going to have that one blocked. High snap to Walters, and he gets it off just in the nick of time. It's going to be fair caught at the 26 by Martell Height. Rome takes back over on offense. He came running in that time, had a lot of ground to cover, but made a secure catch.
Yeah, he sure did. That's a tough catch. There's a lot of bodies there, but he did a good job. Walters doing a good job getting that thing off, too.
Rome's offense couldn't get it done on that last possession. Can the Paulding County defense get a stop here? 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. 29-27. Rome on top here at senior night at Paulding County High School. One receiver to the right, one receiver to the left. A tight end on either side of the formation. Fountain in the pistol. Hill behind him. They'll run it with Hill. Hill hit in the backfield. He gets away from Core, and he's going to juke out of bounds. He's knocked down there. We'll see how far they move him up. It's a good pickup on first down. He gains around 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Pick up a 5 on a play. Will ring up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
Good carry by Bryson Hill. Chris Core had him and just couldn't hang on to it. Moving the other receiver on the right side. They're heavy set on the right side. They'll run it that way with Hill. He gets around Odubemi. Will not get away from Liam Jeffries. Yep. And it's going to be a gain of 4. That makes it 3rd down and 1 here for this Rome offense, and a big down again for Paulding County.
It sure is. And that right there, I thought he was going to break through, and Jeffries filled that gap, that cutback lane right at the last minute, and was able to bring him down.
Fountain in the gun. They give it to Hill, and Hill's got a first down. Just great blocking, still fighting ahead across the 40. He's all the way down to the Rome 43-yard line.
Good push right there that time of that offensive line. Real good push. But I tell you, the defensive line's not backing down. They're bumping them hard. They're getting some penetration at times.
How about this? Bryson Hill, 169 rushing yards so far in this game. 2 receivers to the left, a tight end to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Fountain in the gun, bringing the receiver in motion right to left. He's going to throw it to him on a swing pass. It's caught by Daniel. He's up to midfield and all the way to the opposing 45. That's where he's knocked out of bounds. It's another first down for this Rome offense.
Yeah, that was a really well executed play. Just came in motion behind the tailback. Just a nice throw. Hit him in stride and made a good gain.
It's 15 yards for the sophomore DeKalen Daniel. 1st and 10 at the Paulding County 42. They run it with Hill, and Hill is met by Chris Core. Core is dragged a few yards before he knocks him down. It's a gain of about 6. Once again, I want to say that Chris Core has done such a good job this season. He's really stepped up here in this Rome game. 2nd and 4 now for the Wolves. Flipping the formation, they're going to try that swing pass with Martell Height. They come up, and they make a big open field tackle. They'll stop him about a yard short of the sticks.
Yeah, Coy that time, he did a really, like you're saying, just a really good job of that open field tackle. What he did a good job of is getting him at his legs and not trying to hit him up high, but got him on his legs and got him down.
And they're going to say he just gained 2 that time.
Yeah, it was nice.
3rd and 2 here. Ball at the Paulding County 35. And this one is stopped before the play gets started. Paulding County takes the timeout. They want to talk it over. Big down for this Patriot defense. 3rd and 2 for the Rome offense. Ball at the Paulding County 35. 4:10 to go in the third quarter. This is a big one, Steve.
Yeah, it sure is.
We'll see if the Patriots can come through once again. Defense has been lights out so far here in the second half. While we have this moment of downtime, I do want to thank our sponsors, including Georgia Highlands College. Take charge of your future today at Georgia Highlands College. You can take classes at 5 campuses in Dallas, Rome, Cartersville, Douglasville, and Marietta, or you can take fully online classes through GHC and eCampus. For more information, visit highlands.edu. That's highlands.edu. Also, a big thank you to Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab. To get back in motion, call Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab at 706-509-3400, or you can visit their location on Shorter Avenue in Rome. Again, that's Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab. 3rd and 2, and the Wolves offense is out there in a hurry. They're trying to get it off quickly. The snap to Fountain in the gun. He hands it off to Hill. Hill is close. Did he get it? They're going to say he did not.
No, I don't think it was really that close. I think he just got right past the 35, maybe 35 and a half. They're going to go for it.
Once again, it was Chris Core coming in. 4th and 1 for the Wolves. They will snap it. They hand it off, and he's got the first down. All the way up across the 30. He gains about 5. That time they went right up the middle, and Paulding County just wasn't ready to defend it.
It was just quick. They're going quick these last 2. They were trying to get up to the line quickly, snapped on a quick count, and was able to just get enough push to get that first down.
Twins to either side. They're going to run it with Hill once more, and he's hit after he gains about 3. He's knocked down at the 25. It'll be 2nd down and 7 there as the edge rusher came in, Gavin White. And it looks like there's a Wolf down. Might be an offensive lineman feeling it after the play. Or is that a Paulding County Patriot?
I can't tell. At first I thought it was Paulding County. It looks like, yeah, it is.
Bryson Hill has shown out tonight. 19 carries, 184 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Rome. 3 on the ground, 1 kick return touchdown. He's been the difference. If not for him, Rome is losing this game. Paulding County trails 29-27 with 3 minutes and 24 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Still a lot of time for either side to try to take control of this game, but right now it's kind of hanging right in the middle. And as we know very well, Steve, when it's hanging kind of right here in the middle where you don't know who has the motivation, that means that the momentum's really on the underdog.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So Paulding County being able to keep it close here in the second half, it's been big. And it all started out with that gutsy decision to kick an onside to start out the second half. I don't think that, Rome was ready for it. I don't want to say they weren't ready for it, because they were, but they were not ready for it to be kicked here on the near sideline.
No, you're exactly right. And it was really good execution.
Injured Patriot number 45, Ray McKeldery, the junior defensive lineman, and he appears to be okay. They're going to bring him off. Checking in for him, looks like it's going to be number 58, Tay Cochran, who we've seen plenty of this year and very capable to come in and produce as well. Cochran, the junior defensive lineman. 2nd down and 7 for the Wolves. They have it on the Patriot 25-yard line. Back to Hill they go. Up the gut, Hill close to the 20, still fighting ahead, and he might have a first down.
Hill up the middle for a gain of 6 on the play.
They'll say he's a few inches short. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
There to go quick again.
Exact same formation, 4 wide. In the gun to Fountain, the handoff to Hill. He squirts through, he's at the 10, still on his feet. Knocked down inside the 5.
Just a hard run. They're getting quick. They're running really fast.
Going to find out what this Patriot run defense is
better
made
hurry.
Of. Jacob Smith comes in, the big nose guard. They bring off Kavari Riddick. They snap it. Up the middle goes Hill, and he is slammed down. That's Taylon Cochran coming in and making the stop. He didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
No, he did a great job penetrating through that gap, making a hit. They're going to try to go quick again.
Loss of 1 moves them back to the 3.
Is that Hill down?
For Rome's sake, I hope not. No, Hill is in the backfield.
Okay.
We'll see who's hurt. We hope whoever it is that they're okay. But obviously it goes without saying that if it's Hill, that's really tough for Rome. The clock continues to run. They haven't stopped the clock yet with this injured player on the field.
Well,
I guess they're up, so yeah, I guess they're okay.
I guess so.
2nd and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Hill. Hill is going to be stopped again. It's Taylon Cochran. Odabimi stood him up, and Cochran grabbed him by the waist and pulled him backward.
Slow getting up. I'm telling you, it could be too. When Paulding County gets the ball back, you might want to go right at him. It's been a long game for him having to play offense and defense.
3rd down and goal from the Paulding County 3. Fountain under center. Spins around, hands it off to Hill. He's hit in the backfield again. It's Jacob Smith, and now it's 4th and goal. And Hill is up very slowly after the play.
That was a huge play. Just busted through the line.
And they'll bring out the kicker.
I'm going to tell you something. If they kick this thing, even if he hits it, that's the win for Paulding County. 6 maybe? Big stops right there because they had the first down. Ended up getting a first down, 1st and goal, and they ended up pushing them back and holding them.
The kicker, Alex Chun, has missed tonight already. We'll see. This one's going to be about a 24-yarder right down the middle. Should be an easy kick. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up. Looks good from here. And the officials agree, but you're right, that's a win for this Patriot defense. Rome leads it by 5 now, 32-27. Wow. But Paulding County will get the ball with a chance to take the lead.
You talk about, we've talked about these seniors. We've talked about how they've stepped up. We haven't mentioned Jacob like we should have. And, man, he's just come in and did such a phenomenal job.
Well, he's led the effort. He's led the effort tonight on the offensive line.
He really has. But these last 2 plays, he stepped up big time. That last one was huge.
I don't know who's over substitutions, but give them a gold star because bringing off Kavari Riddick and bringing in Jacob Smith, that worked out perfectly. Wow. That was amazing there for the Patriots, and it's a 5-point game here late in the 3rd quarter. 55.8 seconds to go.
Got to really make sure we're fielding this low. If it's pattern of what they've been doing, a low line drive type of a kick.
Picking up for the Wolves, the kick will be number 84, Alex Chun.
Chun, the senior who just nailed that 24-yard field goal. Good kick, by the way, by Chun.
Yeah, sure was.
Right down the middle. He's done a good job tonight. Hamilton set to receive it at his own 10, and Chun will not give him an opportunity. A pooch kick. That's going to be caught by J.P. Pruitt at the 25. Gets to the outside, steps out of bounds at the 31. Smart move there because big number 52, Jaron Griffin, was coming up to him.
Well, just a great job. Fielded it first. Was going to run, decided to just try to hit the sideline, get as much yard as he can, stepped out of bounds. Good field position. Not bad field position at all right here. And like I said, I'm curious to see if they go after Hill because he's just walking on. He's, bless his heart, he's had a long day, but he's walking across the field to get to his defensive back spot. McCoy's already there. Now he's going to have to hurry to get there. I'm just curious, wondering if they'll try to take advantage of that.
52 seconds to play in the third quarter.
I don't think from where the safety is, he's not going to be able to jump on wide here and help.
Trips left, one receiver to the right, Malden in the pistol. Play action. He's going to throw left side on a slant. It's Chardavon. Chardavon still on his feet up to midfield. He breaks that tackle so smoothly.
He does.
It seems like he's shot out of a cannon after it.
He's so smooth. He's such a good receiver on those middle routes, those quick slants through the middle, seam routes in the middle. He just does such a good job. He catches the ball quickly. Like I said, they all catch him with his hands, but he catches it and able to bring it into his body quickly. And that's a skill you gotta get.
Twins to the left, twins to the right. They'll run it here on first down
move.
with Mason Hamilton. A big juke, and he gains 5 more.
What a great move. That was a really, really good run. Got 2 Rome guys down, looks like.
Paulding County creeping closer and closer to 0 in their rushing total. They were at -10. Couple of defensive linemen down there for the Wolves. One still down. One popped up quickly. It was number 45, Alto Moore. Good to see the sophomore.
He's had a great game, too. Yeah.
Good to see that he's okay. Waiting on the other Wolf. He's down right around the 45-yard line of Paulding County. Well, this one has really surprised us because you look around all the statewide publications.
Ooh, that's a big one, too.
91. That's DeFillion Green. He's their star defensive lineman, the junior. The one with several Division I.
He's a good player. Yeah. We hope he's okay. He's limping off. He's on his own power, though. May just be a little tweaked his ankle maybe a little bit.
Well, Paulding County just got a great carry by Mason Hamilton. It was a 5-yard run. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up from the Rome 44.
Coach Reed's all the way out half on the logo. Not quite sure what I think he's arguing about the spot maybe.
Coach Reed, yeah. I didn't even notice him out there.
Hamilton on the previous play was good for 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5 yards to go.
I think he kind of just used the injury as an opportunity to talk to the referees.
Well, that's smart. That's a good point. Reed back to the sideline. Green on the far sideline getting attended to, and we hope he's okay.
They're starting the clock. I'm not sure what we're doing.
Well, if so, Paulding County is going to be very content with taking this to the fourth quarter. That's exactly what they're going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got a battle again here at Dave Hardin Stadium. Get those fours up. Paulding County trails Rome 32-27 after 3. We're going to step aside and come back with the final stanza after this. You're listening to Paulding County Patriots football presented by Georgia Highlands College right here on the Mountain Coast Network.
When it comes to college, you don't have to pay more to get more. Georgia Highlands College offers more value at the price you want. More focus on your goals, more preparation for your future, more help navigating your path to success. And with more in-person, remote, and hybrid class options than ever before, you don't have to pay more for the same classes you can get right here at home. Start taking charge of your future and let us show you how to pay less and get more today. Visit highlands.edu. That's highlands.edu.
We are rocking out here at Dave Hardin Stadium senior night, and what a great game it has been so far. Paulding County trails Rome 32-27 as we start the final quarter of play. 12 minutes left in your high school careers, seniors. Let's see what you can do with it. They've got 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Timmy Odebimi on the right side. Malden in the pistol, Van Dyke behind him. And now they're going to flip the formation. Chardavon will move left to right. He's going to be in the slot. One-on-one coverage here on the near side, David Okoye. The snap to Malden. Looking long. Okoye's got his man beat. He heaves it, and it's intercepted inside the 10. He short-armed it that time, and Martell Height comes away with it.
Yeah, he just threw that. He had him. If he'd have just thrown a little bit deeper. You don't want the interception, but I'm going to tell you, if you did, it's on the 5. I mean, not that you obviously didn't want the interception. He had him. He just didn't quite lead him far enough. But, you know, that's not the end of the world. They didn't get a run back, and it's on with a 5-yard line, real 5.5 maybe.
So the first play of the fourth quarter does not go in Paulding County's favor. It's an interception back at the 6 by Martell Height, and that's where the Wolves have it, 1st and 10. And as if there was any surprise what Rome's going to do here with them backed up so far, you know what they're going to do. They bring a man in motion, they hand it off to Hill. And Hill is chopped down quickly. Timmy Odebimi came through and grabbed his shoelaces. He gains maybe a yard.
On the first down carry. Gain of 2 on the play, will be second down and 8 yards.
Looks like 2 guys slow getting up. Hill's one of them.
Hill gains a yard, maybe 2, and it'll be second down and 8. And now time is called so that Hill can be worked on.
I think it might be a cramp, though, the way he's sitting. It looks like he's sitting up, and it looks like he's kind of bending over trying to stretch he's got his toes up. Looks like there's just maybe a calf cramp.
What a game.
Man, oh man, oh man.
If you're just joining us, you missed such a fun second half. Paulding County trailed at the half 29-20. That third quarter, they scored a big touchdown, make it 29-27, a good drive by Rome, and they had it within the 5-yard line of Paulding County. The Patriot defense stood tall, stopped them 3 downs in a row from inside the 5-yard line, forced a field goal, and he converted it to make it 32-27. On that previous possession, unfortunately, Braden Malden intercepted for the first time tonight, but this defense is going to try to come out here and minimize the effects of that interception. One Paulding County player is injured on the ground. He's walking off slowly now. It's Odebimi. That's a big injury for the Patriots. He's walking off under his own power, so we do hope he'll be okay. Daniel O'Neill checks in his spot. Second down and 8 for Rome. They have it inside their own 10-yard line. Bringing the receiver in motion again. They hand it off to the running back, and he's swallowed Tay Cochran slams him down at the 6. They lose what they had gained. It's going to be 3rd and about 10.
He has, you talk about stepping up big, too. He has absolutely stepped up big these last few possessions, too. We made a big deal about Jacob Smith, but Cochran's doing a phenomenal job just holding that left side.
The running back is the freshman C.J. Flemister. 3rd down and 10 now. They'll pass for the first time this drive. Left side, and it's caught. 1st down by Height. He tried to stay in bounds, but he falls out close to the 30. We'll see how far they move him up.
It's just an out route. Same thing as what we've said with Malden and one of their receivers. It was well thrown, just well played. Charvon was a little late getting over there, but wasn't able to knock it out.
Screen left side now for Height. Height jukes to the outside, still on his feet, fighting ahead, and he gains about 6 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 4 on another successful pass to the junior Martell Height.
Gain of 6 on the play to be 2nd and 4.
His 6th catch of the night, 50 yards receiving for the star wideout. One receiver to the left, trips to the right. Reese Fountain now suddenly a busy man in this game. Play action. He'll throw right side. It's caught by the tight end up to the 40, a 1st down.
Pass complete to number 3, D.K. Daniel.
It's a 9-yard catch by DeKalen Daniel. I said tight end. He was actually just the inside slot man. He came in unnoticed and caught it for a big 1st down up to the 39 of Rome. 41 of Rome, that is. 1st and 10 there. They'll run it with Flemister. Bounces off one man. That's Hill, actually, and Hill is swallowed and knocked down once more. Big tackle by number 9, Jalen Gandy.
Yeah, good job right there again. Good gang tackle right there. Good job of attacking the line. Tried to bounce it outside, and good job of just kept pushing him until had enough people get him down.
9:44 to go in the game. 5-point lead for Rome. 4 wide receivers. Fountain to pass. Left side dumps it off for the running back. He makes a man miss. He's got the 1st down and more. Ball comes out, and Rome looks like they've fallen on it at the 30. It was popped out that time. Unfortunately, the Patriots just couldn't get to it.
Man, oh man, oh man.
And that, since it fumbles forward, they get a lot of yardage from it. It's about a 12-yard pickup for the running back before he had fumbled. First catch of the night for Bryson Hill. 1st and 10 now in Paulding County territory at the 30.
Martell Height limped off right there, so he's not on now. 36 comes in to take his place. Joshua Ellard.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fountain in the gun. Play action. He'll throw to Collins, the tight end. Collins hit high and hit low. He gets a 1st down. That's 11 yards on the pickup.
Rome's doing what they need to do. They're just slow. I mean, they started on their own 5. They're just slowly moving it down the field. They're doing what Paulding County did first half, just taking advantage of what the defense is giving them.
1st and 10 at the 19 of Paulding County. They throw it on a screen. He makes a man miss, and he's just slowed down. Liam Jeffries drops to Kalen Daniel at the 9.
They got away with the hold right there. I thought anyway, but.
Tackle at the 9 after a gain of about 10 on the play.
A big pickup there.
Big Jacob Smith coming back in.
Smith, the nose guard here. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
We're not going to get off the field.
And he does just in time. They'll run it with Bryson Hill. Hill cuts to the outside. He's slowed down at the 5 and knocked down there. It's a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5 coming up.
Bryson Hill once again on a carry.
Talon Cochran was falling down. He had a hand on him. If he doesn't grab him that time, he scores.
He's playing phenomenally right now. He's filling those holes. If it's not him, it's Smith. Defense looks a little confused.
One receiver to either side. Fountain under the gun, or under center, bringing a man in motion right to left. They'll hand it off. It's going to be a double pass. They throw it, and Fountain's got it. Touchdown. They threw it back to the quarterback.
Old Philly special.
Yep. Martell Height gave it off to number 3, DJ Daniel. He threw it to Reese Fountain, and the Wolves score. It's 38-27 with 8 minutes and 17 seconds to go.
That was what Rome needed. I mean, they started on their own 5. Just a really, really well-designed drive.
So a 5-yard touchdown pass from Daniel to Fountain. You heard that correctly. The extra point up and good by Chun. That makes it a 12-point game, 39-27. Rome leads it, 8:17 to go. Still plenty of time for Paulding County, but you need a quick response.
Yeah.
Not only because of the clock, but also because you really need to lift these spirits quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. They need you're exactly right. They need to, but it starts right here. You can't overlook the fact of taking care of this ball, whether it's those low line drives or a pooch kick or whatever. Take care of the ball. Let your offense get on the field, and then they've got to move the ball down the field and get the end zone.
Number 84, Alex Chun again to kick for the Wolves.
Chun to kick it off to Paulding County. Mason Hamilton, the junior, at his own 8 to return it. We'll see if it makes it that far. Chun has been happy with the pooch kicks and the line drive kicks. It's worked for Rome so far. He doesn't do the 10-step drop. He just does the 5-step drop and kicks it off the tee. This is a low line drive squibber, and it's going to be fielded at the 20 by Timmy Odebimi. He'll advance it to the 25, runs a man clean over, gets it to the 27, and he's shoved down there. A lot of shoving after the play, too. Don't need all that. Got hands flying, and a flag comes in very late. We'll see if that's going to be on the retaliation or if that's going to be on the hit, because it looked like number 92, Tyson Brown, got a right hand in there. And then Timmy Odebimi got in his face. We'll see who it's on. Regardless, you can't get in their face.
No, you can, and I'm curious to see if they're going to do a double here.
It'd be understandable.
Yeah.
That would make the most sense, because while it's on the man from Rome, it's also on the man for Paulding County.
Yeah.
8:11 to go. The officials talked over. Dead ball personal foul against Rome. So it's just going to be against the Wolves.
Coach Reed.
Coach Reed all the way out on the right hash talking to the officials here.
Yeah, I think he's wanting it to be both.
I mean, again, I would understand if it was both, but I
think
understand.
The difference was the swing. It looked like there was either a movement towards the head or shoulder pads or something from Rome, but like I said, I didn't see everything. I just saw that. It could have. I didn't see any other swing. Did you?
I did not. I did see Odebimi get in his face, but I didn't see a hand movement personally. So instead of knocking them down at their own 27, it moves it to their own 42.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
where Paulding County starts out this drive in the fourth quarter. 8:11 to go in the game. Paulding County trails by 12. If they're going to come back, it's going to be a miracle performance, and this is what legends are made of, kids. So let's see what the senior Malden can do. He's in the gun. He'll throw a screen near side. It's bobbled, incomplete. Great coverage. Okoye was hit just as the ball hit his fingertips.
Yeah, that's one of those, though, that they may have won that one, but he broke as soon as the ball was snapped to try to jump that route. And if we do a double move or some type of a little hitch and go, it could be bad news, because safety's playing almost well. He's moved to this thirds now. 2 safeties deep.
Fantastic
but he usually rotates kind of towards the middle.
That was great coverage by Height on that last play.
Yeah.
He's the one who had the interception earlier this quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left here on 2nd down and 10. Ball on their own 42. The snap to Malden. Pressure coming in. He's going to step up, tuck it, and run. Takes on contact, almost fumbles it, holds on to it, gets to the 46. Veteran move there by Braden Malden.
Yeah. 4 on the play.
Another good carry by Malden. Paulding County now with -1 rushing yard, getting closer and closer to absolute 0. Yeah.
They've really got to get protection right here. The reason Malden had to run was because they had two defensive linemen break through that line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 6. Ball on their own 44-yard line, 46-yard line that is. Need to get it to the Rome 48 for a conversion. Triplets to the right, 1 receiver back to the left. Malden in the pistol. Steps up, he's going to air it out. Slot man is open, it's Chardavon at the 20. He's tripped up inside the 20. What a big catch by Chardavon. Francier, the junior, burnt his man.
Oh, big time. And another great throw. I feel like we say the same thing. It's just a different receiver, but the same thing. Just a great route. He twisted that defender around. He kind of broke to the middle, and then he kind of veered it off towards the post route. I mean, towards the flag, towards the corner of the end zone, and just a great throw by Malden to hit him in stride, man. Just really, really nice.
46-yard pass down to the Rome 12-yard line. 1st and 10 there for Paulding County. 7 minutes and ticking in this ball game. They flip the formation, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Pistol formation, bringing Okoye in motion. The snap to Malden. He'll throw it to Okoye across the middle. He's up to the 5, breaking tackles. He's in. Touchdown, David Okoye. Paulding County with a huge response, and it's a 1-possession game, baby.
Had him in motion and just kept him in motion. Old slant right up the middle, good throw, and really just poor tackling for really almost one of the few times anyway. Rome's had poor tackling. He broke through 2 or 3 defenders to get in the end zone. Great effort by Coy.
39-33 is the score. The extra point about to be attempted by Clay Walters, the senior kicker. The snapper, Caden Cordell. The holder, Braden Malden. Great snap, great hold. The kick from Walters is similar, up and through. The Patriots with a huge response. It's back to a 5-point ball game. Still some time left, 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Now the pressure shifts to this Rome offense. You've got to get another score if you want to win this game.
Yeah, and again, it's just defense really needs to step up and get a stop right here. They can bend. They just don't need to break. They need to get a stop, keep them out of the end zone, keep them away from field goal position. And and it's going to start. I say this every time on kickoff, but it's got to start here. Don't know if they'll try like an onside. They may try that sideline move again, but they definitely got to be careful. If they kick it past that first line, definitely kick it past the second line. They hadn't had a lot of success.
Got some score updates. These are from quite a few minutes ago. They may not be accurate now. Dalton leads East Paulding 21-14 at the half. Carrollton on top of Douglas County 21-10 at the half. South Paulding on top of Alexander 14-0 at the half. And North Paulding was leading North Cobb 7-0 in the second quarter. North Cobb, the #1 team in 7A. Here's another onside kick, this one by Bryce Wardlaw, and it's fielded by Rome at the 49-yard line.
I'm telling you, I'm handing it to Rome because Rome has done a really good job the last 2 times. One was a bullet that was kicked, and they've caught it and fallen on it. Just a really, really good job. That one, again, was kind of hard, but they've done a good job of catching it and falling on it and not letting it ricochet off of them.
That was number 41, Ja'Kiah Webb, the senior defensive back, who recovered that one. 6 minutes and 42 seconds left in this senior night matchup. Paulding County trying to shock the state.
Big dose of Bryson Hill right now.
Well, we've seen a big dose already of him.
I know, too much really, but
214
I don't see him throwing it right
tonight.
here unless they absolutely have to.
4 total touchdowns, over 300 total yards. They hand it off to Hill up the gut, and he's fighting still forward. They pushed him back, then he cut ahead to the 45. It's a gain of 4. Now it's 2nd down and 6.
Tackled after a gain of 4 by number 9, Jalen Gandy.
Jalen Gandy was there, as was number 1, Liam Jeffries. We've said Jeffries' name so many times tonight, the junior stepping up in a big way. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Here on the near side, it's the big tight end, Collins. Instead, they'll go left side for Height. Good blocking on the screen. He's got the edge. He's at the 30, at the 20. They're ripping at the ball. He's still on his feet. He's going to score. Touchdown, Martell Height.
We sacrifice tackling for trying to either get the ball or push him out of bounds, and none of that worked.
Ripping at the ball and trying to knock it away. Mental mistakes there for the Patriots. And that doesn't put this one out of reach per se, but it doesn't help. (45-34) your score. An 11-point game, and this extra point could make it a 12-point difference. Alex Chun for another point after. He's been pretty much perfect tonight, and this kick looks good. It is good. 46-34. 12-point game once again. Didn't take much time off the clock, though. 6:05 to play. And if Paulding County can get a quick strike, you're right back in the same position, but easier said than done. Coach Umbre Brown talking to his defense right now.
I think he's telling them same thing we were talking about. He was telling them to tackle, wrap up.
Go for the sure tackle, always.
Always tackle first and go for the ball second. Let somebody else. If you're the first man there, you've got to make the tackle. That's got to be your focus.
Final score, Cedartown 55, Heritage nothing. That is the final score.
That was a statement game right there.
It was. The Bulldogs were doubted tonight.
They sure were.
That one to the west of us in Polk County. We try to get other scores, to be honest with you. Reception lacking a bit here in the press box. If we hear of any other scores, we'll be sure to pass them your way. Rockmart leading Ringgold 18-6 in their region title game in the fourth quarter. Chun to kick it off. Another low squibber. Fielded on a few hops by Timmy Odebimi. He cuts to the inside, jukes a man. He's across the 30 and carried forward to the 34-yard line. Paulding County has it 1st and 10 right there. Odebimi with a big celebration after a nice kick return. He's earned it. Now we'll see what this Patriot offense can do. Just a hair under 6 seconds or 6 minutes to play in this game, and you trail it by 12 points. Remember, Paulding County has never beaten Rome. They've never come within one possession of Rome.
You know, Rome, these last few possessions, has dropped back into cover 2. They've got 2 safeties deep. One is going to cover that third on the far side. One's going to try to cover the third on this side, depending on where the receivers go, to try to give a little extra help.
Trips right, one receiver to the left. Malden passing here on first down. Throws as he's getting hit, just heaves one, and it's tipped and incomplete. Should have been intercepted.
Yeah, that wasn't
looking for Chardavon. It was quadruple covered.
Probably wasn't the best idea right there. That's a rare mental mistake. I understand what they were trying to do, but yeah, you can't throw into triple coverage right there. That's we were fortunate that wasn't picked off.
2nd and 10 for the Patriots.
He's now 30 of 45 passing tonight for 479 yards. Braden Malden, have a game, man. We'll see if he can put 6 more points on the board. Same formation here on 2nd and 10. They're going to run it with Van Dyke, and he goes nowhere. He gains 2. Rome was ready for it. Coming up and laying the wood that time was number 45, Alto Moore.
Yeah, he seems to be everywhere. Him and that was 52, Jaireen Griffin, both hit him right after he got past the line of scrimmage.
How about this? Paulding County now in positive rushing yards for the first time tonight. They've got 1 yard on the ground.
All we need is first down. Let's go.
3rd down and 8. Ball on Paulding County's 36-yard line. Trying to get it to the 44 for a first down. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Malden in the pistol, gets the snap, steps up in the pocket, throws, and he's got a first down across the middle. Francois Chardavon just past midfield. And Rome saying that he didn't catch it. I'm not sure what they saw. Looked good to us.
I thought it was a catch, yeah.
That's a 16-yard pass.
When he hit the ground, he was trying to get up, and he kind of let the ball roll. I don't know if they were saying that or not, but he was just trying to get up quickly.
Well, I know last week it was close in the catch against Dalton late. That time I agree with you. I thought he caught it. 1st down and 10 at the Rome 48-yard line. Looking left side, he throws on a comeback route. Too high for David Okoye, incomplete. Wouldn't have been a first down, but would have been a nice pass there on 1st and 10.
Yeah, we've gained some pretty good yardage right there. You know, they're yelling for the clock to stop.
They'll reset it. The clock had rolled all the way down to 4:38. Would imagine they'll add about 9 or 10 seconds left. They haven't added it yet. Don't know if they will. 4 wideouts. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Late snap to Malden. They'll throw it right side, and it's incomplete.
Yeah,
Khalil Jones couldn't hang on to it. That was a low pass to him, and he got lit up, and
well,
he's
he had
very
to,
slow getting up.
They had to throw that one low, and he did a good job of going after it, but just couldn't quite bring it in.
Khalil definitely feeling himself. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 here. Ball at the Rome 48. Trying to get another big 3rd down conversion right here. It's going to take all they got. 4:33 in this ball game. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Malden in the pistol. Behind him is Van Dyke. The snap to the senior. Left side throws for Okoye, and he's caught it on the sideline. Is it enough for a 1st down? I don't know. Yeah, it will be. He gets it at the 38.
No, it's not because they don't have to get to the 40.
Well, they moved it up to the 38-yard line. So, yeah, that's the 1st down. They moved the chains.
Good deal.
Just got it by maybe an inch. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't know if he got that or not.
I don't know either.
We won't question it, Steve.
We'll take it.
How about this? David Okoye, 13 catches, 202 yards.
This might be the best we've seen Paulding County as far as distributing the ball, too. Malden has really hit all 3 of his main receivers.
All 3 of them 147 or more.
Wow.
Same formation here, 1st and 10 at the 38 of Rome. 4:29 to go, and a flag flies in. We'll see who this is on. Might have been a delay of game.
Yeah, because there's nothing on the...
The officials talking it over with Paulding County. White hat moving it back. Yeah, that's a delay of game. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15 here. That'll move him back to the Rome 43-yard line. 4:29 left to play. Rome getting a test tonight here at Dave Hardin Stadium. Paulding County not going away quietly. Trying to make it frustrating here.
I can't tell if they're blitzing or they're going to drop back and just faking that blitz. They're
bringing
blitzing.
A man in motion on the right side. Malden flushed out of the pocket, steps up, throws, and it's almost intercepted.
I think it is.
He picks it off. It's Martell Height again. Rome takes over, and that one might do it.
Yeah, that was just a force. I get it. I'm not necessarily blaming Malden for that. I think he was just trying to
make a play.
He was trying to make a play. Just not the best option, but I tell you, you can't blame him. You got a kid that's competitive. You got a kid that has made those plays before, and just tried to force it in there and just couldn't quite get it done.
We'll see if that's the last pass we'll ever have thrown at Dave Hardin Stadium by Braden Malden. Intercepted at the 33 by Martell Height. And Rome takes over in their own territory. 1st and 10, a chance to run this clock out. 2 tight ends on the right, 2 receivers to the left, and a flag, or at least a stoppage of play here. We'll see. It might have been a timeout by the Wolves. Rome takes the timeout. We'll take it with them. We want to thank the rest of our sponsors. We'll be back in a moment. Paulding County Patriots football presented by Georgia Highlands College on the Mountain Coast Network.
At Georgia Power, our customers are at the center of everything we do. We're investing in technology to increase the resiliency of our power grid, expanding our infrastructure to shorten outage and repair time, and providing a cleaner, more diverse fuel mix with solar and nuclear energy. We're working hard to keep energy at a cost 15% below the national average while maintaining the highest levels of customer service and satisfaction. With reliable energy, the future is in your hands. Learn more at georgiapower.com/reliability.
When in Rome, be sure to stop by your Martha Berry Highway or East Rome McDonald's after the game. They're open 24 hours in the lobby and drive-thru to serve you. And remember, they serve fresh, scratch-made buttermilk biscuits and $1.29 any size coffee, hot or iced, along with $1 any size soft drinks and sweet tea. Download the McDonald's app for great deals and earn loyalty and rewards points for every purchase toward free food. Your Martha Berry and East Rome McDonald's are proud supporters of Northwest Georgia's students and athletes.
On 1st down and 10, Rome gives it off to Bryson Hill. He powers forward for 13 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 now at the Paulding County 46-yard line, and the Patriots will take a timeout now. Might have been a warning on the Patriot sideline. I'm not sure. The officials.
Yeah, he walked all the way over. I'm not sure.
It's a good run there by number 13, Bryson Hill. Another big pickup.
I think the play clock, too, it might be off on this end. It looks like it's working on this in Paulding County's end zone, but in Rome's end zone, it does not seem to be working.
Might have come unplugged or something, and now they're getting it set. Well, if this score holds true, Steve, Paulding County will end the season with a 3-7 record, but what an effort tonight.
Oh, man, tonight's been you cannot hold your head at all on this game. This is a phenomenal effort against a really, really good Rome High team.
And if you're the Patriots, one thing you don't want to do is to allow Rome to score and make it seem out of reach and make, when people look back on this score and say, oh, well, I guess Paulding County put on points late, they need to understand this was a ball game.
Oh, absolutely.
So if you're the Patriots, the game is not over yet. You still got time on that clock. This is your final game of the season. Give it your all. See what happens. It's 1st and 10 for the Rome Wolves. Ball on their own 46-yard line. They've got the play clock just about set. 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining, and the clock whistled back in. The game clock is started.
Yep.
I guess we're going to roll without a play clock. 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends on the right. The snap to Fountain. He hands it off to Hill. Hill jukes at the line of scrimmage, and he gets it across midfield to the 49. A pickup of 5, maybe 4 there on first down.
I'm a little concerned, Coy, these last few plays, after every play, he kind of holds that left shoulder. I can't remember which one he had hurt.
I think it was the left shoulder.
But he's adjusting something, or it's hurting or something. He's been kind of touching it or grabbing it after about every play.
2nd down and 6 here, ball at midfield. They're going to let that clock run here. Milk it for all it's worth.
Each have 2 timeouts left, so I was curious to see how Coach Spence wants to use this, or use his.
On the near side, it's Hill. Hill's got a first down across the 44. Flag flies. He's pushed down out of bounds at the 42.
Well, we appreciate that.
I think this one's
going out of bounds.
Yeah. It's one of the most frustrating things you ever see is a team trying to run the clock out and the running back steps out. But that one was all for naught anyway, as one of the offensive linemen out on the edge got tagged with a hold. It's a spot foul, so we'll see how far back it moves them. Should be about 10 or 12 yards to go, I would imagine. Indeed it is. It's going to be 2nd down and 13, 2nd and 12 now. 2nd and 11. Kept moving it up. Rome has it on their own 45-yard line now. Clock starts with 3:02 remaining. And
maybe
now,
use one of his timeouts here, maybe. Well, maybe not.
See. I'm not sure what's happening here. The officials have stopped everything.
It's like all of these last 5 minutes have just been.
And Ray McElderry is just walking towards the officials and saying, what's going on? He puts a hand out and he's saying, what is happening here? I don't know, Ray. I don't know what to tell you, man. Me too. I agree with you. The official is literally having a conversation with the Paulding County coaches. I'm not sure what's going on. Again, I think they're trying to fix these play clocks, but they put more time back on the clock, so I guess it fixes that situation. So my apologies for the rant, everybody, and to the officials as well. You knew what you were doing. I'm sorry. 2:58 to go. They'll run a stretch play on the left side with Hill. Cuts ahead to the 50, and that'll make it 3rd down and about 7. Good tackle there by the Wolves. Coming up, it's Gavin Van Dyke. Good hit.
We've got a timeout, Paulding County.
5-yard pickup for Hill. And you're right, Paulding County takes a timeout. Once again, want to hit our sponsors for the final time this season, Steve. Logical Systems. Let our solutions be the answer to your IT challenges. Logical Systems is the go-to for all information technology issues in North Georgia, North Alabama, Southeastern Tennessee, and Metro Atlanta. Contact them at 706-234-9896. That's 706-234-9896. Hey, how about our people up in Rome? Make sure to head to McDonald's of East Rome and Armuchee. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Also, a big thank you to First Bank Mortgage. Home loans just a click away. Contact First Bank Mortgage today and let us earn your trust. Call them today at 706-232-9458, 706-232-9458. And also a big thank you to Georgia Northwestern Technical College. GNTC provides quality technical education and workforce development opportunities throughout the communities of Northwest Georgia. There's never been a better time to attend GNTC. For more information, go to gntc.edu. That's gntc.edu. 3rd down and 6 for the Wolves at midfield, bringing a receiver in motion right to left. They pitch it to Height. Height around left side's got the first down and more up to the 40. And that's going to just about do it. 10-yard pickup on the pass, the flip forward to Height. And a night for Martell Height, 8 catches, 105 yards.
But he wasn't really involved until late.
Yeah.
They've done. I still say, Paulding County has done a good job coverage-wise. They've really limited their talented receivers that Rome have. But and I even call Holden Height to 105 yards is still pretty decent. But they've held him. They've done a good job. It's just the run that's really kind of hurt them, and they've done a better job of that second half.
Fountain in the gun here on 1st and 10 at the Paulding 40. They run it with Hill. Hill for 5 or 6 yards. Still fighting for yardage. He gains 7. It's so hard to bring down Bryson Hill, especially when he gets ahead of steam. That time it was Gavin White combining with Gavin Van Dyke on the tackle.
Hill's going to sleep well tonight. He's had I don't know if he's come off the field except maybe punt returns or punts and kickoffs maybe.
Well, he took a kickoff to the house, but I think you're right on punt returns. He's
been on kickoff returns, but I think he sits on kickoffs and punts. I believe that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, it's 2nd down and 3 here inside the 35 of Paulding County. Back to Hill we go. No, it's a keeper for Fountain up left side, and Kavari Riddick slams him down, but a smart decision by Fountain to fall down inbounds.
Yeah, sure was.
He gains 5, and the clock continues to roll down. This one's over. 1:12 and ticking. Rome can take a knee, and that's going to just about do it tonight. But what a hard-fought victory it was for the Wolves. Tip of the cap to Rome and their coaching staff, but at the same time, a lot to be proud of for Paulding County.
Absolutely, well said, yep.
Fountain under center one more time tonight. Clock at 44 and ticking. Takes a knee. He's got to take one more of them. Cheers coming in from Rome. And best of luck to the Wolves. Congratulations on a region championship, their first ever in Class 6A.
Yeah.
And, hey, they got it done, Steve. They came out with a great game plan and a great 4th quarter. They got it done, and congrats to them.
And they were tested. I mean, they were, but they stay true to the game plan. They continue to fight and battle and do what good teams do.
And Timmy Odubimi, the first man through to shake the hand of the Wolves. That junior is something special. Senior night did not go as Paulding County was hoping, but got some respect here, got a nice effort. They battled back but couldn't quite close the gap. Rome comes in and knocks off Paulding County 46-34, and the Wolves are region champs here in Class 6A Region 5. It was a fun night, Steve, and it was a fun season here covering the Patriots.
Absolutely.
Paulding County ends the season 3-7 overall. They are 1-6 in region play. Rome will enter the playoffs as a 1 seed next week. We don't really know who they'll play, Steve, because we're still waiting on finals from the other region, which is kind of the Northeast Atlanta metro region. But Rome finishing their season 8-2 overall. They are 6-1 in region play. And once again, want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank all the Rome people. Had a lot of Rome people tuning in tonight. And thanks to y'all for spending your Friday night with us. We're going to step aside, hear from our sponsors one last time, and we'll come back with final stats and analysis. Your final score, Rome gets it done. They win by 12, 46-34 tonight here at Paulding County.
When the Shorter Hawks football team hits the road, the Mountain Coast Network broadcast team heads to Automax. Corey Rhodes and his crew have the right vehicle for us to travel across the southeast from the mountains of upstate South Carolina to the Gulf Coast on the Florida Panhandle. Wherever you are headed, Automax has the car, SUV, van, or bus that you need. Call Automax today at 706-291-0600 or visit them online at automaxrental.com/Rome.
At Logical Systems, we take the time to ensure your network is tailored to perform at the highest capacity. Whether upgrading your structured cabling or implementing new technology, Logical Systems helps your organization stay on the cutting edge of an ever-evolving market. Give Logical Systems a call today at 706-234-9896 for your network solutions.
It doesn't matter if you're a weekend warrior or a star under the local lights. Sometimes it's just not that easy to bounce up and walk it off. That's why Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab is here to keep you healthy on and off the field. Our licensed and certified therapists and trainers provide quality health care designed to get you back on your feet as quickly as possible. And our urgent care offices are conveniently located where you work and play. Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab offers the experience and technology needed to get you back in the game. Find out more at floyd.org.
When it comes to college, you don't have to pay more to get more. Georgia Highlands College offers more value at the price you want. More focus on your goals, more preparation for your future, more help navigating your path to success. And with more in-person, remote, and hybrid class options than ever before, you don't have to pay more for the same classes you can get right here at home. Start taking charge of your future and let us show you how to pay less and get more today. Visit highlands.edu. That's highlands.edu.
And we're back here at Dave Hardin Stadium. Logan Maddox and Steve Turrentine with you. Your final score, Rome gets it done in the fourth quarter. They come back and win 46-34 over Paulding County. It was a 2-point game there, Steve, Paulding County just couldn't bridge the gap. Had some mistakes there, some turnovers, but a very valiant effort and a lot to be proud of if you're a Patriot tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I think you hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's just like with any game, there were things you could improve on and could have done better, but this is the best team in this region. And so to play them the way they did, good game plan. We've said that before, both offensively and defensively. Special teams, they hung with them, had opportunities, but just couldn't quite pull it off. But just a well-played game and definitely one they need to be proud of.
We're going to miss these seniors, Steve, and one of the main ones is Braden Malden. He came out tonight 32 of 50 passing, 505 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. The kid balled out. It's what we've known that he's capable of, and this is probably a career high for him. A great way to go out, even if you didn't get the dub like you wanted. So many seniors had big games, too, though. It wasn't just Braden Malden. You also had on defense, Jacob Smith came in, some big stops in that first and goal, and second and goal, third and goal situation. You had Clay Walters and special teams. There's so many guys to mention that have been so important to this program, and they're not going out with a bad legacy. They're going out with a great legacy of working hard and fighting through adversity. And, took one of the best teams in 6A to the fourth quarter tonight, late in the fourth quarter.
Right, absolutely.
So Also, Steve, what a season, man. The season has come to a close, and it's been great here first year at Paulding County with the Mountain Coast Network. For me, first year working play-by-play in the state of Georgia. So much fun. What a great community, great support they have, great coaches, great student-athletes, great kids here.
Yep.
And it's been so much fun, Steve.
I fully agree with you. I mean, it's, like I said, we couldn't have, for kind of veering it a little bit outside of what we have normally covered, it's been a phenomenal experience. Like I said, we haven't met anybody that hasn't been gracious, hospitable, and to be able to come down and call these games, it's been an absolute honor to see the type of quality, not only quality players that they have in Paulding County, but quality kids, man, quality adults, quality parents that are so supportive. And it's been a blessing for us to be able to be a part of this. We appreciate the opportunity, and man, it's been a great season.
No doubt about it. Looking at the final stats, we mentioned Braden Malden's amazing stat line. Paulding County with 506 total yards, just 1 yard rushing. You had 14 yards on 8 carries by Gavin Van Dyke. He was the leading rusher. As far as receiving, though, the three-headed monster at receiver, all three are coming back now.
Yeah, exactly.
They did
right.
Phenomenal. You had 12 catches, 147 yards for Khalil Jones. You had 6 catches, 157 yards for Shar Devon. And then you had 13 catches for 202 by David Okoye. Those kids are special. They still got a whole nother year in the system.
I know. Amazing.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Rome, great job by Reese Fountain. He made the plays when he needed to in that fourth quarter, but the story of this game and the story of the Rome Wolves is Bryson Hill. The kid ran for 247 yards.
Wow.
He had, I think, 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns, and he also had the kick return for a touchdown. Showed out, no doubt.
Yep.
Had a great game, and once again, congrats to Rome, your Region 5 6A champs. They had a big game tonight, and they got it done. You know, they were tested. Paulding County came in and punched them in the mouth there in the second half, but that's when you find what great teams are made of.
And that's what we talked about. I mean, that's what good teams do. They find a way to win. Wasn't their best game, but you can't all say that. It was just, you can't say it was necessarily them. You got to give some credit to Paulding County, who came in and worked their game plan, caused some disruptions for them. And but, yeah, good teams find a way to win, and that's exactly what Rome did.
Sounds good. Steve, final thoughts?
Man, just been a blast. I've just thoroughly enjoyed this. Working with you has been a blessing, and just being here and being involved in Friday night football for high school has been just absolutely awesome.
It's been so much fun, Steve. A-plus job this year, and looking forward to running it back next year.
Absolutely.
Well, for everybody with the Mountain Coast Network, for Steve Turrentine, I'm Logan Maddox. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great offseason. We'll see you in 2022. Your final score, Paulding County ends the season. They dropped to 3-7 with a 46-34 loss to Rome. But hold your heads high, Patriots. Great effort. We'll see y'all next year. Have a great night.
You've been listening to a special presentation from the Mountain Coast Network. Paulding County High School football game coverage on MCN has been presented by Georgia Highlands College and in part by Floyd Physical Therapy and Rehab, Logical Systems, your East Rome and Armuchee McDonald's, First Bank Mortgage, Georgia Northwestern Technical College, Georgia Power, and Automax. Thank you for listening, and please support our sponsors. Follow MCN on Twitter at MTN Coast Network and on the World Wide Web at mountaincoastnetwork.com. Paulding County Patriot Football has been brought to you on Mixlr.com by Georgia Highlands College and the Mountain Coast Network.